not gonna do that.
And we're back. We are back.
Are we on it?
We have yes.
Okay,
cool.
We have an all-star episode. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm the last one.
Two former guests. Got Zach Barcus.
Hello.
Got Emily Pucket.
Hello.
Last time we did a show, we went on Facebook afterwards and found a bunch of Puckets. That was weird.
Yeah.
Isn't it pronounced Pucket?
Phuket? No, that's with an H.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Pronounced fuck it.
Bucket. Fuck it.
See,
Pucket.
I want names with like invisible letters. It's like, no, it's pronounced Pucket, but there's an invisible H. I mean, if you can have a silent letter, why not have an invisible one, right?
We are drinking Red's Wicked Apple little itty bitty tiny cans.
Right. It's,
I just want to do one in one drink.
It tastes kind of like what's the word? Like a yard with crab apples that have fallen over the ground.
Yeah, it tastes like that smells.
But then somebody threw a bunch of bread down there. It's perfect.
I'm not getting the bread, but
No,
you ever been around
delicious.
The
you
yeasty
ever
excellence.
been around an apple tree? Mm-hmm. Maybe 3-4 weeks into the season after like a significant that how that smells, this tastes.
Have you ever had your brother's dad yell at you to pick up a bunch of apples because they were piling up? That's exactly
I don't
what
have
this
a
tastes like.
brother's dad.
Yeah, half brothers, yo, right here. What up?
I have one of
I was
those.
gonna say.
This is the coolest.
I don't have one.
It's not a super relatable anecdote?
No.
All right.
No one
not
can
to me.
relate.
No,
Not to
you
me.
can relate. It's,
So some people for sure.
I'm sure someone out
Not
there.
me.
Who has that exact very
You have a
specific-
brother's dad though.
Feel free to write in.
No, I don't.
It's your dad. I don't even have a brother's dad
Oh.
at all.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess
you have a brother.
Right.
Okay.
That's fair.
Well, I would just say my
See how
dad
that
in
works?
that
You
scenario.
would,
so.
unless you're weird.
Wait, so you're telling me that the picture of David Hasselhoff that you taped to a pillow and kept calling bro your whole childhood doesn't count?
He was more of a father figure.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Dude, okay, when I was a kid, David Hasselhoff was, in fact, Nick Fury.
Oh, yeah, no. I remember that movie. That
He was
is
also Knight Rider.
That was a film.
No, but he actually did look good as Nick Fury.
Well, he looks
He had the look.
He looks
He looked
great
the
for the
part.
old Nick Fury.
Yes.
Not
yes,
the new Ultimate Nick Fury.
Right. Which, the Ultimate Nick Fury was designed after Samuel L. Jackson.
We should almost definitely not talk about Marvel again.
That's what you guys did last
That's
time.
exactly what we did
a
last
lot.
A little bit.
A little bit a lot.
That doesn't surprise me.
I think most of them, at least at some point, do. It's a big part of my life.
That's
I
fair.
read a lot of comic books. Okay,
I bet you
well then how
injected
about
that
this?
into my episode too.
We can talk about one of the topics that I did want to say that this is, and I want to warn you guys, it's 8%
Yes, yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty high.
ABVs.
Probably why the cans are so small. So you don't get completely tanked on Red's Wicked and just ruin a goddamn like Kroger's or something.
These come in 22 ounces.
Oh, ooh.
Yes.
Bold.
I buy them. They're really yummy,
Yeah, sure.
especially if they're really chilled on a warm day.
Yeah.
A lot of flavor.
Do you know what's really yummy?
I just want to drink it all in one.
Yeah,
go.
sure.
Okay.
Well, do you know what I really enjoy? Blackouts and hangovers, and this seems like just one of those in a can. For
That'll
me.
get you
It's
there.
perfect. That'll get me there.
Just pound a couple, you're good.
I don't get hangovers.
No, that's good.
Blackouts
well, good
I can do.
for you.
I certainly get hangovers.
I got embarrassingly drunk recently in public. No.
Where?
it
Tell
wasn't
us.
good.
Tell us everything.
Right up at the bowling alley. The place that I go to.
Yeah,
All the time?
It was embarrassing.
How drunk did you get?
Well, I didn't eat for a day and a half beforehand because I forgot. I was eating clean and I forgot to eat.
Oh, nice.
And then I went out with a bunch of guys I went to high school with. And we were bowling and drinking beer and bowling and drinking beer and then beer and then beer and then I woke up and went to work.
How did you get home? Do you remember?
So I got driven home, which is a block and a half.
I know.
But then the wife promptly sent me out for drinks. So I walked up to the store, stumbled up to the store, bought drinks. The guy sold them to me.
Did Justine know you were?
She did when I got back.
Okay.
The first text I got from her, because we go to work, we wake up and go to work at different times. And the first text I got from her the next day was, how you feeling? I got up at 4 a.m., went to work. It wasn't a big deal.
Yeah. You see, you think you got a ride. What actually happened is you were hurled here by an assistant manager at an Applebee's.
Yeah.
That's how you got here.
That happens.
That was just tossed by Steve.
All right. So we won't talk about Marvel, but
Sure.
do you want to talk about something that me and her talked about on her podcast?
Oh my God, what?
As long as I'm not rehashing old ideas.
The state of Israel.
Oh, let's not. Let's not get
like kind of like the state of liquidity or solidity or gaseousness, because I
Yes.
can tell. Yeah, like
Yes.
well, when you get too hot,
Liquid,
you become-
gas, solid plasma Israel.
Yeah. So
Those
we
are
get
the
way
5
too hot,
states.
and then bam, Israel.
She-
I would give anything. I would pay you actual dollar money to not talk about anything political at all.
Let's
I didn't
do
say
that.
political. It's just geography, bro.
Sure.
Dude, I saw a thing. Okay, so
We got
Was it-
so heavy on our episode.
I tried not
Let's
to, but
not do
I had
that
to.
again.
That's a great plan.
she's fiery.
Hmm.
She's
We both
92
have-
pounds of pure plasma fire when it comes to Israel.
I'm over 100 pounds now. Thank you.
I doubt it.
That's awesome.
It's all alcohol.
Her boyfriend's half Palestinian. What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, no, that sounds heating.
Eating.
But okay, so I saw this, and I don't know why I never thought about it before. I'd never heard about it before, but it was talking about how Moses freed the slaves from Egypt, Cairo,
Sure.
and then walked 40 miles through the desert to get to Jerusalem.
Right.
If you go to Google Maps
Uh-huh.
and you go from here to there and walking, it takes like 7 days. Or maybe it's 17 days. I don't know what it was. It's not 40 years. That dude was lost.
Well, heat stroke's a hell of a drug.
You ever see that Mythbusters where they did blind walking and they were trying to walk a straight line? Mm-hmm. You can't do it, right? That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They
Right.
went like this in a circle, an ant death spiral for 40 years, and then like, oh, here we are.
Sure. They were like, dude, this guy just got us completely freed as slaves. Let's see if he can walk us there blindfolded.
Yeah.
Go, Moses. And
Go. Yeah.
well, I think he's fucking lost. Well, I think the first 20 years he was lost, but I think he's onto it now. He'll get there.
Oh, no. He just discovered stars.
Moses single-handedly figuring out astrology and navigation by stars.
It only took him 40 years. No, really. 39 years, he didn't look up. 40 years, he's like, oh shit, look at that. That way. They only traveled at night.
Yeah.
How mad at him would you have been after like 1 year? I would have been like, I'm over this shit.
Oh, I would have left the group.
Yeah.
I would have been gone. I would have
You
went to the
would've gotten there
coast,
in like
followed the
7
coast.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody
would've-
knows Jews only travel at night.
Is that true?
Well,
that
I
a
only
fact?
travel at night,
Is that-
but I don't know
okay.
about the rest of them.
Now, what if you convert to being a Jew? Can you switch it up, or do you automatically?
Well, you have to get heavily tinted windows.
Okay,
that's
that
the
makes
rules.
sense.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're only half there, so.
Okay.
You're on your way.
Jews.
Dive
huh?
in right into
Jews.
it.
Jew is one of the funniest words because not only is an accurate, acceptable description of a people,
Sure.
it's also a slur for those same people.
Sure.
It's like, oh yeah, those guys, they're Jews. Oh, those guys, they're Jews.
Oh, I feel like you can do that the same with everybody.
No.
He's from Wisconsin.
Yeah, no one cares about it.
Or like
You're not being
Asians,
you're not being anti-cheese if you're being anti-Semitic if you say Jews. You can get busted for a hate crime.
I'm vitriolically anti-cheese. Not really. I actually love cheese, but
I was gonna say.
Cheese.
I just really wanted to say the phrase vitriolically anti-cheese, and that.
I was about to fight you over cheese.
No, that's fair. Now I want something called anti-cheese.
Anti-cheese, yeah.
Like-
the anti-cheese
like-
equation.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure there's some kind of like.
What would anti-cheese be?
I'm guessing something like with lactose intolerance, like lactase shoved in there to break down lactose. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sounds really gross.
Is it that vegan?
You know what
cheese?
I tried in
There
the
you go.
past year and a Don't.
I
Dude,
tried it
okay.
once
Don't
and
ever-
I was like,
okay,
no,
Don't
friend-
ever put those two words together again.
vegan
Okay, a friend of
cheese.
mine, Derek, if you're listening, I love you, is vegan, and he is probably one of the best cooks I've ever met, and he makes some amazing,
Oh, sure.
like vegan mac and cheese, and it is too good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Here, you know what the secret is? He's not telling you. He's using real cheese.
Oh, he's not.
It's full of cheese.
It's full of cheese. Ah.
The secret ingredient is beef. Oh God!
Plot twist.
Recently, in the past year, I tried goat cheese
Nice.
as a spread.
It's a good one.
Not hard one, but like the spreadable. It's really fucking good.
I do love goat cheese.
It's got a little of a
It's earthy.
taste
It's very earthy.
that you can only taste through your nose that I'm not the hugest fan of.
Yeah,
I like it.
I don't know if you're selling me on goat cheese.
No, it's okay
I've
if you
never
like.
had
Do you
it.
like spreads? Do you it's like it's a spread. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's exactly the same as Miracle Whip. You just smear it down, and you're like,
I'm never
perfect.
gonna eat it ever.
Miracle.
It's nothing like Miracle.
Okay.
Sorry, when I hear spread,
As you're saying that,
You think Miracle Whip?
you're
I
saying
hear,
it to
like-
me that people take crackers and put Miracle Whip on it and eat it.
Oh my
What
God.
kind of household did you grow up in?
Whenever I hear the word spread, my brain automatically goes to like processed cheese food, like
Yeah.
putting an unnecessary like appendix on the end of a word. You're just like,
Yeah, I don't know. What I always think of is
Amendment?
like downstairs right now we have this garlic spread.
yeah, that's
It's
too
like
big
garlic
for me.
butter.
I'm like, what the hell
Butter.
is it?
It's like a butter but
See, I
the
feel
goat
like this-
cheese is a little bit thicker than butter, but it does.
I feel like there should be a word for whatever the spread is, like an aioli or something. But when you call it a spread, it's like we weren't able to call this food technically.
The
so we call
problem
it
is-
It's
spread.
just spread.
The problem is
just
I didn't grow up with spreads, so I don't know any names of any of them.
Sure.
Besides slut cheese,
Slut cheese.
What?
easy cheese,
Cheese Whiz?
Because it's just so easy.
cheese whiz too.
I call it
Oh,
Cheese Whiz.
my dad, R.I.P. used to eat cheese whiz sandwiches. He would take 2 pieces of bread, cheese whiz, yummy.
See,
No.
I call it.
Wasn't that bad?
I call it.
Have you tried it?
I don't believe you.
Have you tried it?
I never will.
See, I always call it G's Whiz for
Cheese whiz.
spicing up my sacrament.
Cheese whiz.
The real Christ food flavor. Just
Jesus whiz.
Jesus.
Jesus. I
cheeses?
praise Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus
I just
Christ.
realized I don't have a pop filter, and I've been talking really close to the mic, so I'm certain you've been getting
you
some
guys
awful
sat in the wrong
plosives.
spot.
We should have switched because I have
Should
the
have.
pop filter.
Too late now. Get ready for the pops.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's weird to me because I notice when I'm talking to someone, I can't tell who's going to have the pop.
Sure.
And then once we get on mic, it's like, oh, yep, there it is.
There it is.
There it
I'm
is.
trying really hard to not, but it's super hard. So let me know if I'm popping too much, and then I'll pop less. I'll shake myself
Will you
up so
pop
I
and
fizz
lock?
out. I don't know.
Pop and
I
lock?
will pop and lock. I will.
I'm done with my first can.
Holy
That's good.
shit.
I'm about 2 drinks from my first can.
Oh, I'm sipping this.
You're going to milk it? You're sipping on
I
some
like how you
scissor?
have an emergency Rainier next to your mic just in case. It's like right there. It's
Oh, it was on the other side of the microphone. No, so yesterday I did a show with Chris Shattuck. I finally got someone who enjoyed cheap shit beer.
okay.
So we did a cheap shit beer show, and I was driving him home afterwards. So I didn't have my third beer. I just had a couple beers over a couple hours. Mm-hmm. I like my car,
Yeah.
and I refuse to drive drunk in it.
You should get into a K-hole. Just pound some ketamine and jump in your car. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
K-hole.
just get into a wicked K-hole. Blast some King Crimson, and you
Will
won't
my
need
foot,
to worry about
will
getting.
my foot come off the pedal, or will I just like?
Well, you won't need to worry about getting into an
Should-
accident. You'll just end up in another dimension.
Should I put it in cruise control first?
Absolutely.
Dimension with no cars or accidents.
Dude, K-holes are scary. I've never done ketamine,
Neither have I. No, thank you.
but I've seen videos of people caught in K-holes, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah. No.
What happens? Like,
You basically
get locked
into
into yourself.
Total dissociation. Complete loss of self and ego. You can't break out. You're just trapped.
horrific.
Yeah.
And if you have good friends, they'll bring you out of it.
If they can.
Yeah, they can. And then you can enjoy the drug again.
That doesn't sound fun.
It doesn't at all.
So I'm gonna
A
cross
lot
that
of
off my
things
list.
on a lot of drugs don't sound fun to me.
Yeah. One of my favorite jokes. One of my favorite jokes in Venture Brothers is when he leaves Dean with all of his records, and he comes back, and Dean's like seizing out, and he's like, "Oh no, he's in a Floyd hole."
Yeah.
Uh,
I've been thinking about starting collecting records.
oh yeah,
Yeah. Part of that
but you
is-
just shaved your beard. I feel like those two things are kind of.
Are they though? What if I buy a Primus album on record? I used to have one.
That does
That's great.
fit this facial hair a little better.
It's
Yeah,
better. It's
in the
definitely
late 90s,
better.
early 2000s.
You have to tailor your
I've been
lifestyle
listening
to
to
your
a lot
current
of-
facial hair.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get yourself some leather
My-
wristbands.
Yes.
Facial hair changes so much.
Those thick ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I know what you're talking
Never
about.
had them. Was never my jam.
No,
It
that's
lo-
fair.
I feel like
Those
you would
fucking
have.
Kevin Sorbo braces.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
I feel like all of my life should just be me cosplaying Kevin Sorbo.
I am
Not cosplaying
already
his
sweating.
characters. Not
No, just
Hercules.
Kevin Sorbo.
Just Kevin Sorbo.
IRL.
Just IRL Kevin Sorbo.
Did you like Kevin Sorbo better as Hercules or on Andromeda?
I preferred Andromeda.
Yeah, me too.
It was a better show.
Me too.
I feel like Hercules was kind of just following on the tails of Xena and wasn't doing it as well.
Hercules was first.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Blowing my mind
Years,
right now.
Years.
Really? How old is Kevin Sorbo right now?
Dude, he's like 60 and is still jacked.
I would like the idea that my brain would stop saying sorbet every time I say sorbo, but it's not going to happen.
How about Sherbert?
Kevin
Sherbert.
Kevin Sherbert. I think the next time I play a barbarian, he's going to be Kevin Sherbert. It's just going to be.
Dude, I like everything Renaissance Studios has ever put out.
Okay.
I like Hercules. But the fight scenes, he doesn't know how to throw a punch.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
it's
bad.
very frustrating.
A while back, a friend of mine, we were playing a Lovecraft game, and he was like, "Can I play Herbert West?" Because from Reanimator, and I'm like, "No, you can't." He's like, "What about Sherbert East?" And I was like,
Oh, there you go.
"Yes, you can."
Okay. So both of those things came up in conversation yesterday. I shit you not. Both Renaissance Studios, Hercules, and that guy from Reanimator.
Oh, Jeffrey Combs?
Because we talked about
Sherbert East.
Because we talked about Frighteners, which he's in.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Okay, so I love Jeffrey Combs. I love that somehow he has accidentally been typecast as the guy in Lovecraft movies.
But is he going to have a career otherwise?
Is
in
that
film?
an accident?
Oh, I mean, I don't think
No.
so. Well, because he's in like literally every like mainstream Lovecraft movie. He was in From Beyond.
Yeah.
He was in Reanimator. I think he was in
Was
Reanimator 2.
Reanimator Lovecraft?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Oh, in fact, it's probably his best because it was the one where he attempted to do comedy.
It was funny.
It's hilarious.
It was funny.
It's like, where did you get
We
this
should watch
incredibly
that.
fresh corpse?
seen it?
Don't ask.
You seen it?
I've seen it.
Have you seen the new one?
No.
Fuck, when did it come out? Probably about 10 years ago now.
1912?
No. The new
Oh, the
one.
movie.
The new one.
Oh, the newest? I didn't know there
newest
was a new
one.
Reanimator.
So he came out with another one in the 2000s.
Was it starring Jeffrey Combs? Because I'm down.
Yes, it was.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Let's watch it.
I was talking with someone recently and was like, "What's your favorite horror movies?" I'm like, I can't. How am I can't.
Because you've seen so many.
Well, not only that, but like, they don't scare me. First of all, I just like them. But you know what I did come up with? Fucking Creep. Creep is up there.
I would love it if it didn't have the jump scares, like the really stupid, pointless jump scares.
That
Yeah.
movie.
Because
was
the ending
so
itself
good.
is so strong.
Yeah, it's
Watch
so
your mouth.
good. It's
The
so good.
ending is so. It's so downplayed good.
Yeah, it's
Like
great.
it's good with like. There's no fanfare. There's no spectacular ending. It just is, and that's the creepiest fucking part.
yeah,
about
and when
it.
his back opens up and it blossoms into this nightmare butterfly and he starts murdering everybody, the best.
That's a different movie.
Is it?
Yeah, that's probably.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm thinking of Murderfly.
Red Dragon
That's the one.
is a tattoo.
No, I'm joking.
Butterfly
I'm
Dragon.
totally fucking with you. Anyway, I've been literally
Creep 2
doing.
was really good too.
I still haven't seen it. I was going
That's
to say.
really good.
Have you seen Creep 2?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I've kind of a hard line against sequels, which leads perfectly into what I was about to say, which is that I've been doing nothing but binge watching horror movies, and I ran out of good shit, and so I've literally just been watching all of the biggest like genre series. Like I just finished Nightmare on Elm Street. I finished
Yes.
Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I just now am on like the 6th
Okay.
episode of Puppet Master.
I gotta stop you there.
That's
It's
wrong.
fantastic. It's
I gotta
so
stop you there.
dumb.
Can't possibly be that deep into
I'm
Puppet Master.
I am on episode 6 of Puppet Master.
Okay.
You should have even watched the first one.
What was your favorite Friday the 13th movie?
Oh, 2, because it is literally the gayest thing in the entire
It's
universe.
so gay.
It's so unbelievably
The
gay.
director is gay.
Super
and
gay.
that's why it's
He's super gay.
Well, the best
so-
part
it's
is
homoerotic.
apparently
him.
like half the cast and crew were gay, and it was like an accident, and then they just accidentally made the gayest movie in the world, and there was no like straight check. They were like, hold on guys, is this gym teacher getting spanked naked and bare-assed in the middle of a hot shower right after coming out of a gay club? Is this a little gay? And they were like, no, this is fine.
Everyone's like, I don't know. Seems pretty normal to me.
I ran it by a friend of mine, and he's like, dude, I suck dick willingly, joyously. And that's a little
Yeah,
gay.
it's too gay for me.
It's a
It's
bit
too
gay.
gay for me. Dude, for me, it's gotta be Jason X.
Oh my god! You mean Freddy versus Jason?
No,
Jason X.
Jason in space.
The one in space.
Jason in space.
Wait, okay, so
Jason
I thought
X.
you asked what Nightmare on Elm Street was my favorite.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Friday the 13th, I would say
Friday the 13th.
number 2.
You just already said number 2 on both of them.
On number, yeah, okay, there you go.
Okay.
I guess.
But,
I guess number 2.
and,
on
by
both.
the way,
I think
number
it's-
2 probably is
I was talking
the
about it now.
best. I said Friday the 13th. I did.
I know, and
Sure did.
I heard Nightmare
Yeah.
on Elm Street. And
I
sorry,
know they're so.
Yeah.
Friday
Yeah.
the 13th
I do that
is
too.
not gay at all. It is probably the most frustratingly least gay thing.
I don't
It's
know,
so
man.
It's so
fucking heterosexual.
needlessly heterosexual.
Which is kind of gay.
It's super gay.
It's like so gay, but like It hasn't been out yet.
That's
it's not out. So it's all a cover.
That's my favorite thing about homosexuality is no matter what you do, you're just so gay.
But yeah, no. Number 2 is probably the best one. Besides,
For Friday the 13th?
no, for Friday the 13th.
No.
Let's call
think
it
Besides-
Jason.
Fifth
Besides-
one.
Jason X. Jason X.
You can go fuck yourself with
It's
Jason
so
X.
fucking good.
Jason X is riffable out the ass. Like you could just make fun of that shit forever.
Now, let me bring it back.
So
Okay.
bad.
So on Andromeda,
Okay.
the blonde chick is a human and Lexa Doig is a robot.
Uh-huh.
Jason X, the blonde chick's a robot, and
Right.
Lexa Doig is a human.
Right. No.
How
I know
fucking
exactly.
cool
It's
is that?
So fucking
Full
cool.
fucking circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like I've just been burning through these fucking series. I burned
you ever
through
seen
Halloween.
Jugface?
No.
Stop trying to sell people on Jugface.
I fucking love Jugface.
Oh yeah, no, I saw Jugface. It wasn't bad. I
With the
didn't.
pit? With
It
the demon
wasn't
pit?
special.
I didn't hate it, but it didn't blow
Oh,
my mind.
I loved it. It blew my mind. I want to make movies like that. I want more movies
You
to
could,
exist
because
like
it's
that.
it's pretty simple.
Yes.
Yeah, it costs like no money.
Yeah. And it's really good.
Yeah.
I think that's a ticket is just do something like simple but strong.
Yes.
You know?
Have you seen Halloween 3?
I have.
It's
No.
so amazingly dumb.
I've seen a lot of movies in my youth that I don't
2
remember
and 3
anymore.
are shit.
The problem is, I don't like a lot of those movies.
That's fair.
I don't
either.
I don't
That's why-
enjoy them.
I enjoy them for just the sheer like, what the fuck is going on?
Have you seen
and
all
I
of
don't and I don't usually get into that. Yeah, it's really warm in here.
It's super goddamn hot.
We even had the AC running full blast.
I am
before.
just sweaty as balls right now.
Wait,
Driven.
your balls are sweaty as balls because that's kind of like
Both.
they kind of have to be.
They are both.
My balls are sweaty and I don't.
Let's go ahead and
have
open up this
them.
door, and if the cats come in,
Your
whatever.
ovaries are drenched right now.
Yeah.
probably.
All swampy and shit.
I don't know if it's sweat.
I'll
but
never
it's
hear that sentence again ever.
swamp ovaries. Hey, go ahead and open that door.
No, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll just do that for you.
Yeah, and then maybe it might help out a little bit. No promises.
I doubt it.
No promises.
Survey says probably not.
No. Okay. Well, a little bit. A little bit.
It's a vague.
I'm gonna
coolness.
open the window until we
Slight.
hear construction.
Okay. That's a weird condition, but okay.
We have construction.
There's a lot of
that
construction.
feels nice.
Oh.
But
Okay.
if you need some horror recommendations, I'm not your guy because I've been watching a lot of dog shit.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm fine with bad ones. I just have a problem with 80s movies in general.
No.
You
A
have
lot-
a thing against the 80s, though.
It's because it was the worst decade ever. Motherfucker.
He's super biased, so we can't trust
Yeah.
him.
And construction. Yeah, no, the 80s was I grew up in it. It's the worst generation ever, worst decade ever.
But you think the 90s are the best
To be
ever,
fair,
which is also wrong.
The
90s
80s
had the best music. I don't know that they're
80s
best.
had the best music. 90s had
80s music is dog shit.
80s music is amazing. It was
Name
it
one.
was, it was Queen at their height. It was Bowie at his height. It was
Queen's not great if you go over their entire discography. They had really good songs. They put out a lot of horseshit.
we are not going to talk about that. I will lose
Dude,
my
I
goddamn
grew up
mind.
on
We're gonna
Queen.
fight.
Grew
Queen-
up on it.
Okay, so Queen might not be the
Records
most
and records and records.
Queen might not be the most accessible band.
Name anything else.
Death on Two Legs? Are you
No.
fucking kidding me? Oh, unbelievably good. It's like one of my favorite songs is Death on Two Legs.
I also hate synth.
like really?
Wow,
dude,
synth is
I
like-
can't listen to Charlie FM
Synth is
because
making a
every
comeback.
single
Yeah.
song has synth in it.
I love it.
Oh,
I'm
I know.
so into synth right
I know. You're gross. You're a gross human being. You're fucking garbage.
What
now. I
up?
won't apologize.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
No, garbage. Just be garbage.
Just be trash.
Just be trash.
Maybe I am.
At least, look, I know that the trash music I listen to is trash.
Okay, there you go.
Okay? I will still listen to Limp Bizkit's first album. I get it. Okay?
You know what I listened to on the drive here?
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to react to this.
It's garbage. It's garbage. But, however, there's no synth in it, so we're good.
You should listen to My Brother and Me. There's an episode like 400 and something or other called Limp Biscuit Skank. Please listen to it. It's the best.
My brother...
My brother and me. If you like podcasts at all, My Brother and Me is the way to go.
I've never enjoyed a podcast that anyone else has suggested to me ever. I listen
You
to
only listen
literally...
to your own podcast.
I literally listen to 15 different podcasts. I'm subscribed to 15, and I listen to about 6 hours a day.
Okay.
I've never enjoyed anything that anyone has ever suggested to me.
That's fine. You probably won't like My Brother and Me.
Even my wife, she's like, try this one. I'm like, I listen to it, it's like, oh no, this is overproduced. This is a radio show. I don't want to listen to a radio show.
You know, you drawled my wife just the wrong way, and I've been hearing a lot of Borat jokes lately, and I'm just like, it's just stuck. It's in there.
We talked about Borat yesterday too because it's not good. But Ollie G Into House is back on Netflix.
Is that a thing?
Have you ever heard it? It was his first. So Ollie G was his main character, and he did a movie, like The Dictator was a movie. It wasn't a series of shitty gotcha interviews.
Okay,
it was a movie, and it's fucking hilarious. Dude that played Tyrion. No, not Tyrion. Who's the father? The dad.
Tywin
Lannister is in it.
Nice.
As the main antagonist.
He's an amazing actor.
Martin.
He's the only good thing
Martin
about
Freeman's
Alien
in it.
3.
Martin Freeman's in it.
Oh.
You've seen Alien 3, right?
Probably not. I didn't.
Tywin Lannister's in Alien 3, and he's the best part about it. Yeah. That and Lance Henriksen's
head. Do you know
head.
the worst part of any Alien movie ever was?
Winona Ryder?
No, she was amazing. Winona Ryder is great and everything.
Was it Brad Dourif as the evil scientist?
It was definitely Bill Paxton. Game over, man.
That is the best moment in the history of cinema.
That's fucking atrocious.
How else would people make the game over jokes? That's,
right.
That's the best.
They're joking on it because it's horrible.
It was so game over, man. Game over. Sorry. I'm not used to sharing a cable with people.
Alien
so
Resurrection, I liked. I saw it in the theaters, and it was... I actually don't remember the movie that well, but fucking swimming aliens at the time looked so cool. If I don't want to go back and watch it because I'm sure it looks fucking stupid.
I love that Brad
preserve it in your memory.
Honestly, I love that Brad Dourif is in it from he was the voice of Chucky for all that years, and he played the doctor on Deadwood.
Okay.
He's like one of my favorite actors in the entire goddamn world.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make the
movie.
movie.
The movie? Well, they've been saying that for like 8 years.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna do it.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Just keep saying it.
You just gotta believe. It's like fairies. You clap and I believe in fairies, and it's fine.
Okay, how about
I thought
this?
that was Santa.
I believe in Santa. I believe in Santa. No, it's fairies. Tinkerbell.
No, like an elf. Everybody has to believe in Santa.
Sure, and then clap loudly. It just. And they have to watch a fat, aging Robin Williams play Santa. I'd pay for that.
Yes.
Especially because he's dead.
I don't care how much money you have.
I'd love to see them parade his corpse around in a Santa costume.
No much. There's only one movie he could ever be again.
You're crossing
Weekend
lines.
at Bernie's.
I'm so sorry.
Weekend at Bernie's 4.
Oh
That's the only way Robin Williams is going to be in another movie.
This is. I apologize for allowing us to go down this avenue.
We went down a dark path.
That was ugly. It was an ugly place to be.
But I would watch that.
Or they reboot Jumanji, but he didn't get out.
Oh no.
Man.
That's the only way he's going to be.
There's one random corpse in the background in a scene, and they credit it as
Williams. Oh no. This is bad.
That is bad.
You started this.
I started this. I'm going to finish it. So moving on.
She took it to the next level. Has there ever been an Ian McShane movie that you didn't like?
I haven't seen an Ian McShane movie. I've literally only seen him as Swearingen. And that's it.
You didn't see Kings?
No.
That was a good one.
I just
love. Never seen Hot Rod?
No.
Okay.
I'm woefully un-McShaned.
That's fine.
Who is he in Hot Rod? I don't know who he is.
The stepdad.
Is he?
Yeah. You gotta be kidding me.
I do love him as that one character in Game of Thrones, which is all the more depressing because he dies. He dies. It's a spoiler, and I'm not alerting you. He dies.
Someone died in Game of Thrones?
He died.
Wow.
He fucking dies.
Didn't see that coming.
No, there's nothing where... Okay, I fully support
you guys been
spoiler
watching the TV
warnings,
show?
but it's been out for years.
We already
Game of
got
Thrones?
into an argument over it.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Okay. I only watched the first 2 seasons, but I've read all the books.
I have to say it. Books are better.
Well, they have.
Obviously.
There's just more content.
Obviously.
Yeah. But I do feel like they did a good... I saw the first 2 seasons. I feel like they did a really good job covering most of the material in the books. They changed very little.
They've done an excellent job of adapting it. I think, unfortunately, they seem to be obligated by law to include a certain amount of tits, cursing, and blood, and I think that's compromising the quality of the show.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's awesome.
I mean, it's certainly awesome, but it's also like it doesn't need to be there.
There's so much blood in the books.
In the books, sure, but there's not nearly as much tits and probably significantly less cursing.
I'm not going to complain about tits.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining,
Everybody likes
but I'm
tits.
saying they lean on it. They lean on it when they shouldn't
true.
lean on
That's
it.
True.
It should be a bonus, not a focus.
I do
I
appreciate also another thing they had to do because of the content of the books. They aged the kids like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
You have to.
Yeah. There's something to be said for being a good adapter and like knowing how to adapt something to a media that you're not like. Peter Jackson is the god of adaptation. The fact that he turned a nightmarish slog of personal histories, genealogies, and garbage into a watchable 3 film series. I mean,
I couldn't get through the books. I don't know what you're talking about.
I finished. I mean, they're good.
I believe you.
They're really good if you're into that kind of thing.
It was written in a different time, and I had a hard time reading it because it was so dry.
It was written before fantasy editors.
Right.
That's the important thing. People tend to forget that he was the first fantasy writer, but we didn't have a fantasy editor. And so nobody knew how to look at this and go, nobody gives a shit about Hobbit genealogies. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up watching like the cartoons and shit.
Yeah.
And I knew the stories. I liked the stories, but I couldn't slog through the books.
Yeah. I mean, they're really, like I said, they're really good, and there's a lot to them.
Really good story. The writing, I think, may have been good for the time.
It's appropriate for the time.
Sure.
Well, and keep in mind,
that was 100 fucking years ago.
As any medium grows, one of the first things you develop is a vocabulary that the viewer or consumer can appreciate.
What year did it come out?
1960 something, 1965. I think the first Hobbit came out, I want to say 50 something. I want to say Lord of the Rings came out in 69.
Basically 100 years ago.
100, a full
basically,
100.
Basically, if I'm rounding.
If you're rounding an entire half up.
Yeah.
Am I peaking? I feel like I'm peaking.
You're peaking.
For my levels.
Oh. Well, then fucking shut up. I don't know.
All right, I'll talk
You're
further
fine.
away.
No,
Tone it down.
don't do that. It's always easier to turn you down post than turn you up post.
Well, but if I peak, then you can't turn that down. It just, I
Don't
peaked.
worry about it.
Whatever, okay.
Don't worry about it.
That is a little glimpse into the wonder of studio recording. You're all
Dude,
welcome.
it's really weird. So she doesn't sound too loud, but she is always loud in the recording.
Yeah.
Well, the drunker I get, the louder I yell. I just start yelling.
Well, it
into
also
the
could be
mic.
because she's on a higher register. And so, like, you register it louder because that high timbre, like...
Oh.
Maybe it's because she's a dumb
Maybe.
I don't know
I'm just
how this
guessing.
works.
I'm just guessing.
You don't know.
Maybe it's
I
'cause
just
she's a dumb bitch.
I just make up shit about audio.
fucking wreck you.
Twitter.
No, I'll just sit there and I'll just talk shit about audio recording. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I don't know shit.
Hey, you want to fight? Why don't you just go move to Idaho?
Is
I
that
will.
Is that a
Yeah.
thing? I feel like there's inside jokes here that I'm not getting.
moving
Are
Oh,
to
he's all
Idaho.
salty.
you moving to Idaho?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
My
Because she's
boyfriend's
a
finishing
jerk.
school there.
Idaho blows. So what are you doing?
Yeah,
like,
that's-
I could, like if you were like, I'm going to move to Cleveland, I'd
I
be
feel like he hit all the main points I already hit.
The one single
this is just
point.
rehashing the same arguments. You know, we don't need this.
The Hobbit came out 37. Basically 100
I
years
was
ago.
wrong.
Oh.
Basically 100 years ago.
No, The Hobbit, but I think I'm pretty sure.
Basically 100 years ago.
I'm pretty sure Lord of the Rings came out like 30 years after that. So
I don't care. Hobbit came out. That's the first one I tried reading. So
I knew you couldn't read The Hobbit.
it's just so dry. I'm like, oh no, oh.
He just couldn't stop
and that was-
orgasming, and he just couldn't.
No, that was
finish.
all bad noises. I mean, and that was back in the day when I used to read a lot
Sure.
before the internet.
Yeah. And just so you know, Mad Magazine doesn't count.
I fucking had so many Mad
LOL.
magazines.
Yeah.
I love Mad magazines.
When you judging, I guessed.
I inherited
very
a
proud.
bunch from my dad. I don't mean like after he died. I mean like when I was a kid.
Inherited. He just, yeah. After I murdered my father, I was able to get a
No,
huge
my dad.
number of
My dad died recently.
Oh, it's a bummer.
Yeah,
Cool.
and so that's what I was trying to make those.
You're
I'm
welcome.
I don't mean I inherited him after he died. I mean when I was a kid, he gave me a bunch because he had like a fat stack.
So, David, you're
and
welcome for the totally inappropriate
Nah, it's
fratricide
fine.
or
You-
patricide.
Patricide.
It took me 3 tries to get patricide. You're welcome, everybody.
So
I've read Game of Thrones and I didn't get patricide right
Here's
away.
a popular belief: intent is more important than impact.
Agreed.
So, I get it. Not a big deal.
Thank you. I like
I
you
was
were
about to eat that chip right into the
She's
mic.
done
Oh
it
yeah,
before.
I have such a firm hard line against eating on recordings, and I've like I'll be listening to like a YouTube video or something like that, and the moment I hear a chip crunch for
Yeah.
even a second, I'm like, turn it off.
Yeah,
Ow.
I wish
Just like
I
video
wish,
done.
I wish I,
respect
had like
that.
a cough mic for her, so but it wouldn't be a cough mic; it'd be an e mic.
I'll eat this
So
under
one
the
time
table.
we were doing the other podcast that is now off the air. You can still go back on my YouTube and my webpage and watch them all because they're really good.
Which one?
The Northwest Mystery Show.
Oh yeah, okay.
And she straight up took this fucking, for lack of a better term, taquito, and just went, and me and the other person just stopped and looked at her like, the fuck are you doing?
Hold on. Lack of a better term?
It's like
What
a mini
the
taco.
Little tiny
It's a
mini
mini taco, but it was meat in
Okay,
it.
see, here's my
They're
problem.
supposed to be kind of soft, but they were crunchy as fuck.
Here's my problem. Mini taco is fine. When you say lack
But
of a
they
better word,
weren't-
taquito, my
but they
brain
weren't-
goes, what the fuck is he talking
But
about
they
then?
weren't really mini tacos.
If it's not a taquito, then what is it?
Yeah, it wasn't really
This is
a.
important.
It wasn't really a mini taco.
Okay.
And it wasn't really a taquito.
Right. It was more like a
know what it is.
taquito, but kind of shaped like a mini taco.
Okay, so side note and total
Yeah.
off the track thing. Only once I started recording videos and audio did I suddenly realize how fucking annoying my cough is. And I've always hated it. It's always been a problem for me. Since I was 15 years old, I've had a cough, okay? And it's been a problem I can't get past. I've been in medical trials.
Is it a nerve thing?
I've taken brand new medications that are being tried on humans for the first time. I've taken them. Nothing fixes it. And
What
so
is
like
it? Is like something in your throat or
we
what?
don't know. Nobody
Oh,
knows.
so
They
weird.
assume
It's
it
a
has to be a
nerve
it's
thing.
It's
Yeah.
more than likely a nervous problem, but the only problem is you can't fix a nerve other than like going in and cauterizing it or cutting out a chunk of flesh. So I'm stuck
And then
with
he
it.
wouldn't be able to talk again.
Yeah.
So no big loss.
No big loss. And so it was only after recording things that I realized at the beginning of every series, I've got to be like, by the way, everybody, I have a cough. I can't get over it. You will have to for me because, you know.
Have you done it in this episode? Because I have not.
Oh, I've been coughing constantly.
I haven't noticed it.
I'd say at least 6 times so
A
far.
little bit, but not as bad as last time.
It's probably
Yeah.
more noticeable when someone's like listening.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I cough way more in my videos than I do in.
But now that
stuff.
he's used to being on mic, he's really,
Yeah, I try to go over here.
yeah.
That's probably why I haven't noticed.
And on your show, you edit the shit out of it, so you probably edit most of them out.
I actually make a hard rule not to edit my coughs unless I absolutely have to, because I feel like it's just a natural part of who I am, and I feel like if I edit them out, then people are going to be like, "Why did that cough get through?"
It's like erasing a part of yourself.
You know, I mean, I wish I could just not have the goddamn cough. Like that would be a delight.
That'd be
but
nice.
That's not going to happen.
Have you
that's
tried transcendental meditation?
No, but this is the end of Zach's pity party about his fucking.
Have you tried
cough.
yoga?
I haven't. I ate a bunch of kale and coconut oil, thinking that would fix it, and so when it didn't, I did some yoga. But it was
need to
hot
s-
yoga.
And
I
that
need to
did
start
the trick.
yoga.
It was nothing but hot yoga, and since all I'd eaten that day was coconut oil and kale, I
You
passed
shit yourself.
out. Yeah, I shit myself right in the middle, like right on the yogi.
Here's
I
the
was
thing.
doing downward dog, and he was standing behind me. An unfortunate set.
Here's what a lot of people don't
circumstances.
understand: that coconut oil, if you have one little bit too much of it, you're gonna shit yourself.
It's also
It's
really.
it's intestine lube.
Yum.
It's also extraordinarily not good for you. Like it doesn't have the omega-3s and stuff like that people think it does, and it's like super.
No,
bad
you're
for
getting
you.
the MCT out of it. That's what you want to.
But if you eat too much of it, it's as bad as like bacon fat. Like it's no like same
Fat
damage.
is so good for you.
Just eat some bacon fat. Just eat pounds.
I do.
of-
I do.
Straight
I
to
make it a.
bucket
Just
of bacon
butter.
fat.
I make it a.
with
bacon
But
spoon.
fat.
if you're fat adapted, it's different.
Sure.
Fat adapted.
Yeah, if you cut out all carbs and whatever, you're using fat for energy and not glucose.
Yeah.
Fat adapted. That's when. Remember when I lost all my weight? That's what I was doing.
You know all these like the low carb diets and stuff like that. The
Yeah.
big one right now they're calling it keto, but it's
Yeah.
all the same
Keto.
stuff.
That's how I lost all my weight.
Yeah.
And it works really well for me. Justine does not work at all.
I know people
Everyone's
that it's
different.
worked really well for.
Sure.
The
Yeah.
basic idea is, what if you lived like a subsistence hunter in the middle of a city? And unfortunately, it also means that if you don't balance it right with enough fat, then you end up having like one, you end up with rabbit starvation, and two, it can damage your kidneys. But it's super great if you do it right.
And some people are Jesus Christ. Some people are doing like this carnivore diet. And I tried it for a month, and I didn't
Oh,
really
was that
like
the
it.
month when you were just barbecuing like nonstop?
Yeah, and you know what? I felt good, but I craved vegetables, so
Well,
I don't want to cut those out.
if you're going to do a carnivore diet, though, you have to eat eyes and brain and stomach fat and stuff like that, because otherwise you're not getting enough fats in your diet, and you end up with rabbit starvation.
Well, some people say different.
I mean, they're wrong. If you eat too much protein and you don't have fat balance, you just die.
there's a guy who's been doing it for years, and he's fine.
Well, but I
He's
guarantee
also
you,
a power lifter.
I guarantee you they eat protein, or I guarantee you they eat like fats, like
Oh
lots
shit!
and
No,
lots
yeah,
and
yeah,
lots
yeah.
of
No,
fats.
you want to get the marbled heavy fat cuts of meat.
Yeah, and also like organs,
sure.
like a lot of organs is really good for you. But like
Organs are always good for you.
they're so good.
I would like to get more of them, but the wife doesn't like them in the house because they're gross. They're gross. I'll give her that.
But how are they gross? They're no grosser than a leg or an arm or like tissue. Like I mean, it's all the same shit.
I don't necessarily eat straight up arms.
I cooked some tongue recently. I made some lengua. It was unbelievable. So I did it sous vide, where you literally just sit it in water of a specific temperature, the exact temperature you wanted to get, and it made it the most perfect and like dense and amazing lengua. And then I just
we had a Mexican party here once, and my buddy Sergio, who I used to do the We're Not Fighters.
You mean
podcast.
a fiesta?
Yes.
Fiesta.
No, it wasn't.
I'm sorry, I don't have maracas for you. Otherwise, I'm like fiesta.
It was a celebration.
The sound
of
effect works.
It was a celebration of Mexican culture. It was not a joke.
How is calling something a fiesta and pulling out the maracas a joke?
Yep, straight up racist.
It's dead serious.
And he was supposed to bring lengua and he didn't. So call out Sergio. He didn't show up.
How do you fuck up?
But he did bring the Juanita's chips though.
I brought some lengua to a work potluck thing that was Mexican themed. Nobody ate it because they're like, ew, it's tongue, and I'm like, it's so goddamn good.
Yeah, I haven't had it, but I totally want it.
It's so
it's supposed to be really good for, but I don't know about the flavor. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, does it? You want to put flavor on it.
The most flavorful thing in the world. So the thing is, it tastes like a combination of beef and lamb. But it tastes like roast beef. It has the consistency of really heavily cooked roast beef, but it has the flavor of like beef mixed with lamb. It's
lamb is not my favorite.
It's got that earthiness that lamb has. That's like super distinct. But
I used to date this girl in high school, and her family had lamb once, and they ate it with mint jelly, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Next time you're in my area, which at some point I'll have you record something with me, where I'll be the host. It'll be.
So does that mean I don't get to talk over you so much?
You will be obligated by law to talk over me more.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as we go down there, there's these two places nearby that have amazing lengua burritos that I have all the fucking time.
Sure, yeah.
Javier's Tacos, for those of you in the northeast area of Portland. Javier's Tacos is a 24-hour walk-in Mexican restaurant.
Nice.
So when you're fucking blitzed at 4 a.m. and you need a goddamn burrito, they have full big-ass burritos for like $6. And you're just like, this is the godsend.
Fuck yes.
Thank
you for that.
You're welcome.
You know where I'm going at 4 a.m.
When I used to work in Beaverton, there was a place down the street that it was a legit Mexican place, and they had fucking dope food all the time. They had lengua. I never had it. They had this and that and the other, but I would always try to go with my Spanish-speaking friends. Because it was just easier to order. I just had them order for me.
I can speak Spanish if I'm drunk. Like if I'm fucking,
but not right now.
If I'm hammed, I can walk in and I was like, dos burritos de lengua, por favor. And they like bring it out, and I'm like, and they shout a bunch of Mexican at me, and I'm like, what?
You can understand it. You can speak it. You can't understand it.
Yeah. I say Mexican because
it's a different dialect for sure.
Yeah. I love Castellano Spanish.
It's like that.
It's so nice, but
American English and British English are not.
No. It's like there's differences, but not enough to make it a big.
You can understand each other.
Also, I just love saying Mexican like a language because it just makes me sound like such an obnoxious jackass.
Said it plenty of times.
Yeah,
I've said it plenty of times, but I was actually being an asshole at the time.
Yeah, it's always intentional with you.
Yeah, probably. What are you trying to say?
You're an asasshole.
David's
David
is only capable of being an asshole.
That's not true.
Exactly. So everything you do in life has to have an end goal of being an asshole, even if it's just like a long series of behaviors. No, it's not an end goal.
It's a side product.
Okay. It's a byproduct. A classic David Townsend byproduct is assholery, and it's just it's just so rich, and you can like harvest it to fuel your economy. It's perfect.
If only you can harvest it.
Oh, look at all this rich jackassery. It's
like Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
When you can charge the slide.
Do you just look for every opportunity to bring up Ghostbusters 2?
Such a good movie. I love that movie.
So I watched it again recently because at your insistence you were like, it's so good. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it again. I'm like, this is a big piece of shit.
Where do you come from? Is the Upper West Side?
Don't get me wrong, there's good gags, but it's like it's just so steeped in a shitty movie at the same time, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Better late than never.
The first one's just a better movie in every way.
In every single way.
In every conceivable fucking way.
No, Janine's better in the second one, for sure. She's a hot bitch in the second one.
She's hotter, not better. I think she's better in the first one, because she's got that no-nonsense,
she still does. But then she hooks up with Rick Moranis. I mean, that right there is points.
Well, they took a hard-nosed, like, badass woman and turned her into an obsequious douche who wanted to get laid. And I don't know. I don't support that.
I do.
In the first one, she had all this. In the first one, she had this like quiet.
Yeah, right. In
the first one, she had all this quiet authority. In the second one, she was like, "I just want to fuck Rick Moranis," and I'm like, "Well, that's not interesting."
Same though.
Who doesn't want to fuck Rick Moranis? Have you seen Streets of Fire?
Me, definitely me.
Have you seen Streets of Fire?
I haven't. No.
Okay, Willem Dafoe, a baby Willem Dafoe in like a waist high.
Oh, is this the one with the it's like singing?
Yeah, he's like
Oh my
waist high
God,
leather
I've fucking
pants.
seen it. No,
So
I've
goddamn
seen
good. And like Rick Moranis being this tough guy, like dressed like a mod, like a 1950s mod. It's so goddamn good. Streets of Fire.
One of the most bizarre things I've ever watched.
It's so goddamn.
Yeah.
You've got like a mysterious Ed Begley Jr. who walks out of the fog. I don't feel like I need to explain that.
For child porn?
Ed Begley Jr.
Oh shit.
I don't think so. Oh God, I hope not.
I think so.
Ed Begley Jr. No,
Maybe not.
But he has that French fry car in Futurama. It's so important. Or no, Simpsons. Excuse me. I just
Maybe, I don't know. One of them.
I don't think that's a good movie, but it's definitely like an interesting.
It's so amazing. You're just like, what is happening?
It, like, blows
Speaking
your
of
mind.
seeing someone as a baby, go watch Jack Nicholson's scene, and you made me think of it with Rick Moranis in
Sure.
original.
Yes,
Little Shop of Horrors. He plays Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Bill Murray in Little Shop of Horrors. He's the guy who liked to get worked on by the dentist.
old, like young Jack
the original
Nicholson.
Yes.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've seen.
Is it weird that I don't think of the musical when people reference Little Shop of Horrors?
I
'Cause
definitely do.
I grew up watching the original, and so when I
Did you?
we were like,
I grew up watching the musical.
So people are like Rick Moranis and Little Shop of Horrors. I'm like, hold on.
Suddenly
What?
Seymour.
No. I don't know that.
Standing beside me.
I have actually never seen it.
Oh, it's
Oh.
so
I've never seen it.
fucking good.
I made sure I saw the original first.
Yeah, it's I feel
I
like
grew up.
I didn't, so I just decided I would start.
Well, it's got that like
the first
amazingly like Kafka-esque tone to it, where you're just like he's just compelled to help. He's like it just keeps bothering me, and I'm going insane. And he's like, I guess I'll just feed it these corpses, you know. And you're just like, holy shit, this is terrifying.
Fuck, Steve Martin as the dentist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm your dentist. So good.
Pretty
Fuck, every part of that movie is good.
I didn't realize we had more of these little baby
yeah.
beers. I'm gonna get so hungover with all this sugar. Like, I'm gonna need to cut this with some ham,
Which has no sugar in it.
just like pounding.
I'm just gonna.
There's no salt in ham.
I'm just gonna wolf down all this ham.
Just on his way home, he gets a honey bake. Dude,
I will ruin a spiral
Both
cut.
hands
Like,
while you're driving, just on the hands.
it's just like you give me like 5 minutes and I will eat an entire spiral cut. I'm like
yeah.
a series of fucking carpenter ants. They'll just like consume an entire house or some shit. That's me.
Fuck ants, dude. We got sugar ants here.
That's dumb.
You cannot get rid of them.
Have you considered killing them? All of them?
I do, and you know what's the best tool? Simple Green. Because you're also cleaning the counter.
For those of you at home, I heard Soylent Green.
Simple Green.
I prefer Soylent Green. You feed them people, and they go, "This is fucking gross,"
You
and they
prefer
leave.
people?
Please,
Okay.
people
Soylent.
are delicious.
If you had the opportunity to try human meat,
Yes.
would you?
Yeah, without hesitation. So here's the deal. A couple caveats.
Anything but the brain.
One, they have to be willing. It has to have been a
Okay.
willing participant.
Okay.
And two, I have to not be able to get arrested or die from it. As long as they don't have a prion disease, and as long as I'm
You
not
can't
going to
eat
get
the brain.
arrested.
You can't eat the brain.
I do agree with the brain thing. I don't want to.
Well, it's the prion disease risk. It's a pretty high.
Prions.
But
Also, just gross.
Yeah, apparently deers.
I like it.
There's a plague.
cow brain. Fucking awesome.
There's a
Oh
plague
shit!
weird.
of
I'm gonna have to
deers
try that.
dying from that. They call it wasting disease. If you look up chronic wasting disease in deer, what it is, it's prions.
Yeah.
They just get
Apparently
all
there's a
crazy.
plague. Well, no, what they do start drooling and they waste away. But yeah, no, it's the same thing as mad cow disease. But
Yeah.
for deer. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good.
Well, this is fun.
I listen.
I want to know if you would eat people.
I listened to a podcast.
I would happily
recently
eat
about it.
people. Unfortunately, I feel like human meat is going to be extraordinarily sweet because we're really gamey, like bear, and so
and then you'll want a
Wait,
lot.
that depends
of
on if
it.
you're eating American meat or
No, I think everywhere has a
normal
lot of
people.
sugar, but still
normal people meat.
normal meat. Americans are
Fat,
the not
fat fuck
normal
meat
people.
or not fat fuck meat.
So it's I just feel like human meat is going to be really gamey. So it depends on what they eat.
Fatty.
And so
Really fatty.
I think gamey.
Do you think if you put out an ad on Craigslist and you were like, I want.
Oh, you know, like
human.
go full. What's it? That movie with Mads Mikkelsen where he eats people. Yeah,
Definitely, but
absolutely.
still not legal.
Yeah, I think it's very illegal.
You'd have to go to Mexico.
Yeah,
eat
it
people.
turns out
And
eating people
as
is
it-
totally legal.
As it turns out, he can speak it. So can't understand it. He can speak it.
I
though.
can speak so much Mexico.
Yeah.
Me gusta los hot dogs, por favor.
Ask,
For favor.
ask if you can eat someone. And
I can't speak Spanish. I'm not drunk.
Yeah.
I can speak Japanese.
Can
You
I,
gotta- you have
can
to
I
drink
eat?
more of this.
Can I eat a dead, please?
シンゴの食べた。 死んだの死んだ進行を食べた。食べたい。
That's not. It's not going to fly in Mexico.
You're gonna ask
No.
if you can eat someone, and they're gonna like unzip their pants and like.
I've actually been having to work really hard not to use any of my Japanese when I'm doing my Pokemon playthroughs on Lackluster Gaming.
Okay. Would you like to? Would you like to take this opportunity to ask people to join your thing so you can do a thing for PAX?
No, I'm not going to plug.
Go ahead, plug. Go ahead.
Plug.
Where did the name come from?
Lackluster. It's spelled Lach. Luster Gaming.
Luster.
It comes from Law, which is
Latchluster.
my partner Law and myself Zach. Lach Luster. Is
that where it came from?
It is.
So where's Grant fit in there?
It was. He's just a guest. He's a guest. Him and Derek and a couple of other people are guests.
Okay.
But yeah, so
this all started with you and Larry.
Yeah, Larry and I were hanging out. We were talking. He had turned me on to Pokemon Let's Plays and like watching like some of the Nuzlocke, and I was like, all right, well maybe we should do that. And then I realized that I've been wanting to do Let's Plays for a long time, and so we just started doing some Let's Plays. Recently, we did Amnesia Machine for Bigs with Grant, which was really fun. Well, I did.
Yeah.
Because the social politics of our particular friend group are bizarre and labyrinthine.
Is it? It only is if you let them.
I mean, I'm not going to judge them for not wanting to, I'm not going to judge any of my friends for not
any
wanting
of my
to talk to any
friends
of my
not
friends.
to listen to anything I do.
But they are honestly they've
because I feel like my friends have good taste.
They've both been amazing. They've both been amazing company. They've been great partners.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Amnesia Machine for Pigs one that we just did.
Yeah.
Super fun. But yeah, it's Lackluster Gaming spelled with an H instead of a K. I keep hitting the table, don't I?
Keep hitting the table.
Oh goddamn! See, I talk with my hands.
You're just getting very excited.
I'm a very percussive person.
Italian now?
No, I'm actually half drum.
Okay.
Yeah, I like impacts.
Father's or mother's side?
Mother's actually. Despite the fact that I've never met my father, I know for a fact he was a goat. So,
how do you know your half brother then?
My half brother,
Yeah.
Andrew, is
mom's side.
yes, on my mom's side.
That's why you have.
I was raised by my
his
mother.
dad.
Yes.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No, it is a baffling series of
I'm
circumstances.
confused.
I really wish I had.
My mom had two
mute mic for
kids
you.
by two different fathers.
Okay.
I
Joe.
wish I had a mute mic for you.
You've got
For my
these-
chip eating?
I'm hearing
No, just
your
for
chip.
every time you talk.
You've done a really good job. You've done a really good job of not eating directly next to the.
Did I hit your eyeball?
No, you hit my
Oh,
nose.
damn.
She threw a chip at me. This is assault. You guys
I was
all
going
see
for
it.
the eyeball.
You're lucky we don't have the fucking video stream running yet, which, by the way,
I wish
bought
we did, 'cause that was
I bought
a
a
great
camera.
shot.
I bought a camera.
You gonna go full Howard Stern?
Yes.
Nice.
I don't think I have enough access to strippers.
That's fair. I disagree.
I also disagree.
Absolutely disagree.
There's a stripper pole in this room.
David, you're
That is a fact.
David,
There is
your
a
chief-
stripper pole.
Your
in
chief
this room.
export and your chief resource in Dividia is strippers. You have a stripper pole no more than 3 feet from me.
That's true. That's true. Wait. That's a dancing pole. That's not a stripper pole.
Oh, excuse me. Allow me to correct.
sorry.
Dancers.
If you had to guess, would you say that anyone has ever stripped on that pole, or did they just dance?
I'm willing to bet one of your friends did at some point or another.
I honestly can't remember.
I guarantee you at parties, like, someone has.
Mm-hmm. They just snuck up
my
quietly
parties-
and they're like, I need to take a nap. Or
Any parties that I've ever had in this
stripped
house,
by myself.
I don't really allow access to this room.
True.
you can't stop somebody who has the spirit of dance inside them. Yeah. Like I think John Lithgow taught us this in Footloose,
hold on a
the
second.
classic film.
We've had the chair downstairs and had lap dances. For sure.
Sure. But you can't stop them from dancing on the pole.
They're gonna dance.
They said once you put a pole into your house, you're actually a public works department. You are by law obligated to allow people to get down.
Now. I'm half fireman now.
You have to let them quote get down.
Yeah.
And mind you, getting down is very clearly illustrated in the Constitution.
If you had to guess one person in this room that's ever danced on that pole, who would you guess?
Okay, I have a confession to make.
In this room. It's definitely Emily.
Out of the three of
No,
us?
yeah,
Is
it's
it
definitely
definitely
Emily.
It's not me.
It wasn't
Emily
me.
has danced on this
I
plenty of
have
times.
absolutely never, ever
You
even
would be
touched the
surprised
pole.
at how bad she is at dancing.
Yeah.
And she has no rhythm.
You wouldn't know because I've never danced on that
believe it.
pole.
I believe it.
There's a lot of hate happening right now for dancing that's never occurred in this house.
Sure.
Okay.
This is a lot of
No,
manufactured.
I'm sorry.
hate.
I shouldn't have called you out on a live podcast. My bad.
Hold on. You're a shitty dancer.
I'm sorry, not live podcast.
Yeah.
Public. unedited podcast.
Live. Yeah, no, we're not live.
Because you never edit. Because you never edit your podcast, even when you should.
I really don't.
Honestly, it's
even
weird.
when I should. Especially when I should.
I edit my podcasts more than I edit my videos.
Especially when we talk about Israel.
We should have cut a lot of that.
Do you know what's really
Did you
great?
catch any? You didn't. Well, no one listened to it.
I didn't listen to it because there was so much Israel in it.
We actually didn't talk about it for that long.
I'm actually delighted to
like
not listen to it. I'm so privileged that I can just not touch it at all.
You don't listen to your
Yours
own podcast?
or mine?
Yours.
Yeah.
I
believe you.
See, I'm the editor.
Why would you? Why would you listen to mine?
I edit all my own shit, so when it comes to me, I'm like, all right, here I get to listen to myself be an asshole for 45 minutes.
See, that's I don't know, 95% of the reason I don't edit it because I don't want to listen to it again. I've never listened to my podcast. I've listened to spots here and spots there just to check sound levels.
Really?
I'm enough of a narcissist that when I hear myself talk, I'm like, that sounds nice.
I don't hate my voice. Okay, I hate my voice, but I don't think it's bad in my podcast. I know people who I've wanted to get on podcasts and refuse because they hate their voice.
Oh, fuck that.
They don't have to listen to the episode.
Everyone sounds worse on a podcast. Just do it. Just do it because
I don't agree. I don't agree. I think I sound better on a podcast than I do in real life.
Well, I sound better on a podcast because I'm a narcissist, but that's just me.
Is that why?
I love myself so much.
Do you?
Oh yeah. I also,
but not as much anymore. Heyo.
I also revile myself, so it's a nice healthy blend.
It's a balance.
I just cancel it out, like acids and bases. It's just like
I can't believe you
acids
never listened.
And bases. Yes,
Acids
when you go to a
bases.
rave, there's a lot of booty shorts.
Oh my god.
Bass.
Asses and Bases MC. That is my new DJ nickname.
I don't think that'd be a DJ nickname
MC
so much
Asses
as a
Bases.
festival name. Should
Asses
that be a
Bases.
festival or show name?
I'm going to have
I would hire you to be my DJ.
science themed beats. Asses and Bases.
Would
Just
you
wait for
sample
it.
MC Hawking?
MC Hawking? No.
Have you ever heard MC Hawking?
I've not heard MC Hawking, but I'm just going to instantly judge.
Let me tell you the album name. And
Let me
so
tell you a
amazing.
story.
MC Hawking put on an album called, you ready?
I don't know.
The Brief History of Rhyme.
Oh my god, that is too good. That's too good.
I've got to leave.
That is
It's so good!
I really was prepared to hate it, but that's too goddamn good.
It's so fucking good.
Right.
Brief History of Rhyme.
Oh Jesus
So
Christ!
Stephen Hawking, I'm
gonna die.
gonna explain it to Emily.
No,
Stephen Hawking put out a book called The Brief History of Time.
Yeah, I fucking get it.
So what they did is time rhymes with rhyme.
Oh my god!
So what they did is they wrote all these raps, but they used the Stephen Hawking voice.
Sure.
And it's fucking amazing.
That
They
could
had a
be
song
good.
called Entropy to the tune of OPP. You down with intro
Oh
OP?
Jesus
It's
Christ!
so good. And by the way,
God.
the science in it
Is sound. Nice. The science is sound. Oh, you killed me. Oh, I'm dead. I died a while ago.
We have to listen to it now.
Yeah, we will after the show for sure.
This is
I fucking love it.
My corpse is curled up in the corner of the room. I'm dead.
Oh, I went through so many member berries yesterday.
Oh, the science is sound. God damn you.
It
God
is
Through
so-
what?
damn you to
member
death.
berries. So I did a podcast yesterday with Chris Shattuck, and he's older than me, so he remembers a lot of the things
David,
that
could
I
you do me a
remember.
favor and tell me that you had a podcast yesterday with Chris Shattuck?
She asked.
Could you tell me again?
Okay.
One more time.
Yesterday, I didn't do anything besides take a nap. And then I watched a bunch of YouTube videos about some things that happened 15, 20 years ago.
Thank
and
you.
that nobody
That's good.
remembers
That's
except
good.
for me and
then
older
you
people.
did a podcast.
No.
No, he didn't.
No, I don't do
it.
it. I haven't done. This is my first podcast
Yeah,
Okay.
first time,
Of all time.
number one.
of all time.
Might as well be because you've never listened to any episode of our podcast. That's good to know.
I've
by the way-
listened to more of your guys' podcast because it's you guys talking than any other podcast.
I listened to every single episode because I wanted to remember what we talked about so I could describe it.
That's why I listen to it too.
You're a better
trying
friend
to
than
go
me.
through so I can be like, all right, what was this episode about? Because I remember every episode. If I think of like, I remember every topic. I don't remember in what order.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything about it except for, all right, we talked about this once.
I'm so goddamn hot. It's so goddamn
He
hot in this
is
room.
a narcissist. He did say that.
No, it's so fucking sweaty. I'm just so sweaty in this goddamn room right now.
Yeah, bust out.
I'm just busting out
It
my
is
fat
bad.
titties. Here we go.
It is really bad.
See, this is why I have a button up that snap up.
Yeah.
Because I could just tear it off.
So you can hulk it off.
Yeah.
Hulk it off.
I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, nice sleeveless
this
shirt.
off.
Look at him.
Wet.
Sleeveless shirt.
He should get up on that pole.
If only.
Dude, he's so hot. His ovaries are sweating.
It's so hot. My ovaries are sweating.
And my balls.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
You dropped your phone.
I got. Oh shit. Okay. That happens a lot.
You're welcome.
This is probably the most professional podcast I've ever.
I don't
done.
do professionals.
This is so good.
Do you know what's not fun? Professional podcasts.
Oh fuck that! I love professionalism.
I love sitting around and talking shit.
You do.
I enjoy-
That's your favorite pastime.
What? Even when I'm not recording, that's what I fucking do.
I know.
Sure.
We've been to barbecues wherever. What do we
Sure.
do? We sit around and we talk shit.
Use
And
bullshit.
We disagree about movies. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Even when I agree, it's going to be funner if I disagree with you. And we'll bring points out.
Sometimes you'll argue with me, and I realize halfway through that we have the same opinion.
For sure.
And I'm like,
Oh,
what-
that's all the
what
time.
have we been arguing about?
I like to take a contrary position often if it's a serious conversation because I want to get more information out of the other person because I know they've thought of something I've never thought of before.
That is some amazing after the fact justification for shitty behavior.
No, it's definitely on
Like, I
purpose.
can justify
It's definitely on
this.
purpose.
Do you have water in here? Like immediately available? Oh, nice warm water. Cool.
There's water downstairs.
Is that
Do you want to grab
unopened?
some?
Is that unopened?
No, I
She
just
opened
opened it.
Oh, you
but I've only taken.
Do you want some of her water? I will give you some of her water.
I will
I've only
happily
had
take
one
it. Please,
drink, so
please.
go for it.
Oh, unfortunately, it's Arrowhead, so I think I'd rather drink
I
out of a
know.
fucking toilet.
That was also my thought.
I can go grab you one downstairs if you want. Okay, there's one in the fridge if you want to go grab one. I just put it in there.
Look at him.
He dribbled on himself. That's cute.
I didn't dribble. I poured. I poured all over myself.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, God. You're all very welcome to listen to me fucking just humiliate myself over a bottle of Arrowhead.
This
Thank
is
you.
the epitome of professionalism.
Yeah, this is the best.
What's the fun in that?
Well, I mean, the only reason I'm behaving this way is because I'm on your podcast. Yeah. I would be so much more like refined.
I can't wait to
focused.
come do your show.
Yeah, you're gonna have so much fun. There's like bulleted lists.
You're gonna be like, do I have to fucking put this up?
There's an Excel spreadsheet. Trust me, it's gonna be great.
This is gonna be garbage. This is his whole thought process. How can I fucking edit him out of this whole thing?
How can I just make it me talking to no one?
After you introduce yourself, you won't be in for the rest of the episode.
Yeah, I'm David. Cut. That is all.
And that's honestly completely fair.
So here's my problem right now is I'm a big proponent of having a focus, like a point when you're making a podcast. And right now I have no focus. So I want a premise for my podcast.
I
that
like
can use.
those, but I think that on the scale that I do them, it would be way too limiting. I can't sit there. Are you guys gonna fight over the chips?
No, I just hearing the rustle of my.
Oh, yeah, she does that.
You were saying the rustle of the ruffles.
Yes, they're not ruffles.
They're not ruffles. They're lays. I feel like an asshole.
Get it right.
The lay of the lays. It didn't work either.
I like how, despite the fact that we've repeatedly mentioned you eating chips, you are now just trying to surreptitiously continue eating chips.
She has low blood pressure
I won't
right now.
stop.
Why do you have to be moving to Idaho? You're such a chill dude. Like, this is bullshit.
Sorry.
I'm telling you, we were doing a go back and listen to her podcast. They're really fucking good.
What is wrong with you?
This is why
Thanks.
she's such a piece of shit. Is because we had.
Hold on. Do you actually need this boyfriend? Or are they just like?
Yeah, no, it's real serious.
See
Dumb.
what
I
happened
know.
was.
Dumb.
What happened was.
He's been on my podcast too with David, and they did not hit it off.
Hello, nameless
I
boyfriend.
don't think he got it.
I don't like you very much because you're already trying to get this person that I just met to go
I don't
to
think
Idaho.
he got your podcast because he didn't have a single story.
He had a topic, and then he did
seven
several.
stories, and not one of them did he dive deep on. Anyway,
They were all pretty small though.
We're here to shit on this person we don't know.
I'm
Or I don't
not
know.
shitting on
He
him.
brought some professional.
Can I
I'm
shit on
I'm
that?
not shitting on him.
I don't know them and I haven't met them, so I have no stake in my relationship with this person.
I told you. Don't
What's
say
her name?
That. Don't say that.
Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
Don't say. Don't.
You're a piece of shit.
He's not a piece of shit. He's not a piece of shit. However,
Do you know what the best part is? David can just sit here and defend him as much as he wants to make himself look good. But
Dude,
I can just sit here and be
I
like,
ripped on-
David has shit talked him.
I shit talk him every episode
So
till I met
Anthony,
him.
Anthony, you're going to what? Idaho?
Moscow.
That's
Because he's communist.
That's pretty fucking lame.
Because he's communist.
Because you're finishing your dissertation on, I'm assuming, potatoes. Because what else is in Idaho?
Never heard that one before.
Obviously,
he never claimed to be original.
I never claimed to be.
What's wrong with potatoes? Okay,
Nothing's wrong with potatoes. They are the party. They are the party vegetable. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Tater tots. Yeah.
You ever seen a movie called Harvey?
You mean like Jimmy Stewart?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Do you like? Jimmy Stewart has a very particular way of talking, doesn't he?
I wish I could do a Jimmy Stewart.
You know who does on accident?
Huh? Anthony.
You sent me that video and I watch it and I don't hear it.
Anthony. You know, honestly, I wish you a wonderful life.
No!
I really do.
Yeah.
I gotta go now.
No,
he's
honestly,
a nice guy, though.
I'm gonna be straight with you, though.
Nice
If I had a guy who talked like Jimmy Stewart, I'd be wet. Like, all the fucking time.
Every fucking day.
Constantly.
My ovaries would sweat so hard.
Dude, okay, so I've got a bit of a thing for Jimmy Stewart. Just a touch. Like, yeah? I'm down with fucking Jimmy Stewart right now. Like watching Rear Window was my favorite Hitchcock film. And so he was the star in that.
Okay.
I grew up like loving It's a Wonderful Life, obviously, and Harvey, obviously, fucking amazing.
Harvey is probably my favorite, and I haven't seen all of his movies, but Harvey I really enjoyed. I haven't seen it in 20 years.
Anthony, you're not a piece of shit. I'm so sorry I shat on you. Hey, would
only
you?
because of your like creepy love.
Only because of my disgusting, like really borderline criminal obsession with Jimmy Stewart.
Hey, so he's not a piece of shit. However,
by the way, I'm straight. I feel like I need to clarify this because I've been saying some
because it got
things.
So gay.
So are you saying Zach, you want to get up in that booty?
We're going full Nightmare on Elm Street 2 right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and wheel this back. Zach is a at least 80% straight man. Oh, don't you dare eat on the goddamn thing as a punishment.
He gave me
That's
a
not
look.
fair.
He gave me a look, and I had to do it.
David just dropped a beer.
It was unopened.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a nice guy.
I'm sure.
But he
must be in order for somebody to go to fucking Idaho.
Look at my face. He's not a piece of shit, but I'm gonna call him something worse. An Idahoan.
Idaho? He's an Idaho.
He's an Idaho.
It's fucking horrible.
That's some weak ass shit. Oh man.
You're gonna leave a promising podcast career. By the way, I'm probably gonna recast that
podcast career.
I'm gonna
I could go pro.
I'm gonna recast that podcast because it's a good fucking podcast.
So
it's a good idea, and
do me a favor. What's the premise here?
So her and a friend would each research a Northwest mystery, whether it be this murder, Ted Bundy,
those are the only two options.
The goo in Halfway to Chehalis.
We did
when it rained ooze.
Oh, when it rained like mystery ooze.
Mystery ooze, like all these
colts, random colts.
What's that? What the Navy base over in Idaho?
That sounds like an awful lot of work.
It is work,
like research and
shit. But so what they would do is they would independently research one story, and the show would be half them telling each other stories, which was really cool. So they would come into it blind and let me tell you a story, questions. Let me tell you a story, question. And then half them just gossiping.
Just talking shit.
Interesting.
Which was a lot of fun, too.
Really close friends.
Jesus Christ, Zach.
Just shoved like 2 handfuls of chips
what the fuck?
into your face.
Do you have low blood pressure, too? Or
We're all dying.
Not anymore. We basically ate You're Idahoan now. That's how much potatoes you just shoved in your face.
He's like 90%.
You're moving to Idaho. Jesus.
He's coming with me.
I got a studio in Boise now.
That was a full fucking handful of chips. That wasn't even... In no other circumstances were you trying to just hurry up and not be on mic doing that. Would you have ever ate that many chips at one time?
I like how you leaned back, but then you ate so many.
So it was like a nuclear chip crisp.
I was trying to in one sitting slake my potato lusts as quickly as possible so that I wouldn't have to come back for them.
No.
But my spud needs have only grown stronger.
Yes. No. Once you have one, you can't stop.
It's like once you're eating human flesh, you're just instantly a Wendigo. You can't stop it. It'll happen no matter what you want to do.
Is that what happens? Wendigos have shown up a lot, and we're not talking comics.
No, we're not.
They showed up a few times lately, and it's weird that...
We can talk about Supernatural if you want.
Let's not.
What?
We can.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, we can.
Damn, this person's chill. Like, what is up with you?
Oh, she's a fucking idiot. Don't look at her.
David is just a hater.
Yeah, no, I'm getting that. I'm getting a healthy slice of
Really?
hate right here.
Oh, let me bring you back down to earth. She's moving to Idaho.
Fuck you.
I know.
Right?
Fuck you for moving to Idaho.
Right? She was
Sorry.
really fucking cool for a minute, and then
And then
all
it
of a
went
sudden,
right downhill.
in one move, done.
I just flushed it all down the toilet.
Jesus Christ. That's embarrassing.
I'm moving to a college town. So
Even
it's
worse,
pretty-
a college town in Idaho?
It's
Yeah, but
pretty
that's all there
fun,
is. There's
dude.
just cows and college towns.
There's llamas. There's a lot of llamas.
Why wouldn't there be?
You'd be surprised.
Do you know what I saw the other fucking day? I was working and I was driving out in.
If this ends in you saying a llama, I'm going to be extraordinarily disappointed.
It's gonna be better.
2 llamas.
Almost. I was out in the center, North Battleground area. I saw a camel.
Oh.
No.
Are you sure it wasn't a dromedary?
Dude, this thing was as bigger than a horse. I couldn't
Were you
fucking believe
out
it.
in like Battleground or?
Yeah.
He's
I
pulling
think
out his,
I've seen that
he is
camel
pulling
out
out
in
his
Battleground.
phone.
Because I took a picture of the fucking camera.
I think I've seen this
Camel.
exact camel.
Yeah, if somebody came to me and says, "Hey, man, I'm going to show you a camel pic," I would expect entirely different things than what he's about to show me.
Is that like a crotch thing, or what are you talking about?
It is a crotch thing.
Yes, that was a crotch joke.
That is a vagina joke.
Yeah.
I was driving a box truck. Is that the camel
Yeah,
you
he
saw?
looked right at you. Is it in front of like a big
That is
ass
one stone cold
mansion?
fucking camel.
So here's the thing: is I was driving up to it and it wasn't moving. I was like, "Do they got a fucking statue of a camel? That's weird. It's a little big. I don't think camels are that big."
It's a little-
And as I drive up to it, its head turned at me. Its head turned at me. I'm like,
Oh,
"Holy shit! That's a big fucking camel." Camel, what are you doing in the center, camel?
What sells me about that is that you said, "I don't think camels are that big."
I didn't think camels were that big. This thing was
Is it as big as a horse?
at the hump. At the hump had to be 9 feet tall.
This is bullshit. I don't think camels are
I
that
didn't
big.
think at the hump had to be. It was bigger than any horse I've ever seen. And I've seen some big ass horses.
They're big animals.
They're big fucking animals.
You have to put like a step stool next to it to like.
Oh,
It was at the hump, which is a little bit higher than he's also a well-fed
Jesus
camel.
Christ.
He's a well-fed.
He's a
camel.
fat camel.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
He was at
Let's
least
be honest here. Let's be
9,
straight.
maybe
We're
10
gonna shame
feet tall at
this
the hump.
camel.
I mean, I think as far as camel goes, he's probably a big camel.
Yeah. The other camels, they don't like him.
Yeah, boys
They
would
don't
like,
know him because he lives in the center.
Boys
He's
would
never
like this
seen.
camel if it lost some weight.
He's never
Yeah.
seen another camel.
There's like a big ass house behind it, right? Like a big mansion-y
Yes.
house. Yeah, I've seen this fucking camel.
And there's
I
like
know.
giant ham
'Cause
radio
it's like
dishes.
right off like the main fucking
No,
road.
it's a different camel.
No?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
You're telling me there's more than one camel in the battleground area?
Probably.
Adam Halverson, if you're listening right now, you need to confirm for me whether or not there are more than one. There's more than one camel in the battleground area.
Gotcha. This one, they
What if
say
there's,
he
like, a
goes to all
shit
the
ton of
fairs
camels?
and shit.
Oh, they like enter it. It's like prize.
Well, they
winning
show
camel.
they show up and like people can be seen with a camel, like the ostrich that shows up to the county fair. It's like
This is a camel.
no, people get their picture taken with the ostrich because
What?
who has an ostrich?
I would
It's
not
the only
get that,
time in your life.
I wouldn't get that close to an ostrich.
Fuck no, ostrich will fuck you up.
They'll kick your
know.
block right off.
I'd be scared.
That's an 8-foot tall bird.
Yeah.
That'll fuck you
That
up.
is a-
I'm like 5'2", so that camel would
David,
eat.
You're
how
not
did, how did
5'2".
Scary end up with 8-foot tall bird and not goddamn dinosaur? It's a dinosaur. You've got a dinosaur sitting right there.
Chickens are more dinosaur. Like they're fucking vicious.
Ostrich seems more dinosaur.
I'd say with the big
Really?
ass bigness, with only.
'Cause
But
it's
that
like a
neck,
giant
that neck
chicken.
that's a giant fucking vulnerable spot. You ever had a goose come at you? They're scary, right?
Yeah.
Grab by the neck, see what it does.
Can you just like neck punch him? Like
No, you grab it like a snake.
Here's the thing about long necked birds. When you try to reach for the neck, they just pull them back because they can
Sure.
retract immensely, and then they just start.
And then
pecking
they
the shit
don't
out of
hit you because their neck is pulled back.
this just makes me want to run away, which is
But
what
you
I
ever
do.
seen like a chicken and like a mouse? You know what a chicken does to a mouse? Mm-hmm. Fucks it up.
Do you know what we need to do? You and I need to start our own fighting league where we
With-
make
with
chickens,
ostriches?
where we make various birds fight each other. It won't be cockfighting, I swear.
I was gonna say,
It won't be cockfighting.
you're gonna
Just
put
like
some metal
cockfighting.
talons on these roosters?
I guarantee you,
sick fuck.
it won't be cockfighting.
But it sounds like cockfighting.
It sounds.
It sounds
guys,
awful lot like we're gonna call it
guys,
dinosaur fighting.
I'm gonna
league.
be honest with you. It sounds an awful lot like cockfighting.
We're gonna
Now
call
that
it
the whole idea's out.
Am I still on board? Yes.
Jurassic Fighting League.
I like how
The
like
JFL, Jurassic Fighting League, not cockfighting is
Sounds
the
way
sub
cooler
is
now.
the sub
I like how no matter how horrifying cockfighting is, everybody reacts to it instantly with this, should I laugh? And then they're like, no, wait, that's a bad thing. But if you say dogfighting, instant horror.
Yeah.
Instant horror.
You know why? Because mammals are better than everything else. It goes like this. Mammals, cephalopods.
There you go. I was worried what you were going to list as number 2.
Birds.
Okay.
All those reptile lizards, they're all the same thing.
Jesus Christ.
Just lumping them all in.
Bacteria's down there somewhere.
Bacteria.
And you don't, amphibians nowhere to be seen.
They're reptiles. Lizards. They're reptile lizards.
Same shit.
Bacteria fighting league?
Same shit, different day.
Bacteria fighting league. Yeah, there we go. Bet you we can make some money on that.
Hit me with that arrowhead garbage. I need to pound the rest of this fucking water right now.
Hit it.
I'm dying.
You want some water?
That's Rainier, thank you.
Yeah.
That's Ranier.
What's the first 4 letters of this?
Rain.
Okay.
Rainier.
We know what we're talking about.
It counts.
It barely counts.
Yeah, no, cephalopods are second because I, for one, know that our future overlords are great creatures.
Sure. Do you know what is a thing? And it's really big in like
Shoes,
Japan and Asia.
Cars, entire houses, people's faces.
Like bug fighting leagues.
Oh, it's
interesting.
It's really big in Japan. They make like bugs fight each other.
That's fucking
You know what
horrible.
else is big in Japan? Pokemon.
Oh, I forgot bugs. Where do bugs fit in
I'm
there?
just saying, like
bugs are below all the rest of them.
Yeah, I was waiting for bugs.
Bugs are the lowest.
They're
Bugs
low.
are bugs.
No, bugs are
lower
right
than
up.
bacteria?
Bugs are above bacteria.
Oh god,
Just barely.
weird.
But I think we got to split
You've made
bugs
some weird-
into like meaty bugs and like skeleton-y bugs.
Oh, meaty bugs.
Yeah.
I like how skeleton-y is a classification of bug, given that there's not a single bug in the world that has a skeleton.
Exoskeletons.
Please
Sure.
elaborate.
So
What?
like a grasshopper is a skeleton-y bug. It's an exoskeleton. It's all hard. Whereas like a grub
This is the greatest thing
or
that's
like
ever happened
one
to
of
me in
those
my entire
fat
life.
centipedes, caterpillars are meaty bugs.
All right.
Does not make sense?
You're trying. Not even a little bit.
Does it?
Like,
We'll figure it out when we do our bug fighting.
No,
No, I
wait,
get-
wait. Sorry. Okay.
Well,
Lizards, reptiles, praying mantis, other bugs.
one animal.
It's the only one that can turn its neck.
Here's the thing.
It's better than
But
the rest of them.
did you know that in the bug fighting leagues, the praying mantis always loses? They're horrible fighters.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
They
sense.
can't-
They're good predators, horrible fighters.
They can't
Yeah,
fight.
you can't fight with that shit.
No, they're ambush
They
predators.
just kind of like.
You would I
follow.
imagine wins a lot? Hercules beetles and
yeah.
like the ones with
Oh,
the big
yeah.
like just push that shit.
You know what I imagine wins a lot? Tarantula.
You know if you kick shit up a hill
They
all
eat
day,
birds.
but they're not
Okay.
bugs. They're arachnids.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
a
think.
bug,
I don't think
dude.
they enter them.
They're all
Jesus.
bugs.
I-
Exoskeleton.
I apologize
Spider
to any
gets its own
entomologists out there.
Category.
I'm so sorry if you had to listen to him.
What
just
about
insult your
fungi?
entire
Is that
career.
a category?
What's that?
Fungi.
Fungi, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're more
above
closely.
humans.
They're more closely
agree.
related to animals than they
Fungi
are to
fucking
plants.
rule,
Did you know
dog.
that?
Yeah.
By the way, if you've heard any like weird popping or slapping noises, that's been me and Emily, right?
High-fiving.
Me and Emily
Me
high
and
fiving
what's her
the entire
face?
fucking time. Random person who's going to
Me and
Idaho.
dumb Idaho
Sorry,
bitch?
I stopped paying attention to,
After Idaho,
to
as
what's
soon as
going on
Idaho
after
came
Idaho.
out, is
That's right.
why would I remember her name?
No, like
Now I'm irrelevant.
yeah, sure. Just like Idaho.
Yes. Just
No
like
one
Idaho.
in the country cares about Idaho.
What it is she's a white supremacist, so she's gonna go be with her people.
That's not true.
I would call it a flyover state, except people just kind of avoid Idaho.
No, they always go more south than
They're
that.
just like, let's go to L.A. or go right directly to
Where are you
Portland.
going to? Manitoba?
Yeah, we're not going there.
No one's flying over fucking
that.
Idaho.
Unless you're going directly from like Manitoba right to LA, you got to go over
Yeah.
Idaho. And they're just like anywhere else. Fuck that.
Idaho to Toronto, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe, but it's close.
If you're going
We're
directly
skirting it.
from Idaho to Toronto,
No.
you have to fly over Idaho.
I'm at Portland. but yes.
Actually, you're actually not allowed to go to anywhere else in the world if you're in Idaho. You actually have to drive
Yes,
to Portland
you should, as you
or
should. Spokane.
Spokane. Yeah,
Spokane.
no, sure.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want Idahoans here.
Spokane, as most people call it.
Spokane.
It irks me every
so
time
I
hear it.
frequently am on the phone with random people from across the world, and whenever they say Oregon, I just want to punch them in the head.
Oh,
it's
right
tough,
in the
isn't it?
face.
Just
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Just
There's
get
a
out.
lot of them though, like Yakima. I just want to punch every person that says Yakima.
Yakima.
Spokane.
Anyone who says Puyallup wrong.
Oh no, it's you have to if you're gonna say it
didn't
wrong,
get
you have
that
to do it
one.
on purpose and call it Pyop.
Yep.
Pyop.
Pyop.
All right, the next reference from there.
I didn't get that. Is that a reference to something? I don't know what
Puyallup. Puyallup is a
Oh, yeah, Puyallup. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, you get it now.
I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Oh, that one.
Takama.
Huh?
Takoma.
Oh, Taco. Yeah, Taco Mother.
Takoma.
The great Taco Mother. Hello to Justin Myers, my beloved Tacoma person right now. I hate you for leaving.
He definitely doesn't listen to this.
What
I'm gonna make him.
I'm attached to it. He's like, oh, I don't.
I'm
be
like, bro, listen to like hour 1.5, and you'll hear some vague reference to Justin Myers.
Yeah.
What about Willamette?
Willamette.
Oh, Willamette. Yeah.
Willamette, yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
Garbage people.
Mm.
East Coasters.
Couch Street.
Oh my god, my stepdad just said that, and I was like,
Yeah, I don't mind that so much because it's fucking spelled like couch, so I get
Weird
how
one.
you fucked it up.
So Gleason, when it was first founded, was supposed to be called Glisten.
Listen.
But we pronounced it wrong, and so it's been Gleason ever since.
But now it's Gleason.
But now it's
So
Gleason.
get it
Yeah, it's
right.
Gleason.
Gleason.
Get it
But when it
right.
was originally founded, it was supposed to be Glisten.
We're wrong, but we're wrong collectively.
Yeah, we form a fist
Yes.
in our wrongness. Just form together. Like fucking
Yeah,
Captain
it's-
Planet. Literally.
There's so many places. Dude, but there's a lot of places that are named stupid shit, too.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey, you ever heard of a little town called Kalamazoo? Fuck you. Whoever invented that one, like, what are you doing?
Whenever anybody says Illinois, I'm like, that's dumb. Like, don't do that.
What I did read a thing one time that, like, anytime someone
I pronounce
pronounces
it
a word
Illinois.
wrong...
That's the correct
Illinois.
pronunciation.
Illinois.
Illinois.
La Croix.
I heard this.
so
I heard
fun.
this thing, or I saw this thing. If someone pronounces something wrong, don't be so mad at them because they probably have only read it, never heard it. So at least they're fucking reading. On the other hand, Illinois, not acceptable. There's a limit. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of things like macabre. If you read macabre, and you've never heard, whatever. Yeah. I don't.
I like how literally as you're talking about
That's
it, you pronounce it.
how it's spelled. How it's spelled.
Oh, Jesus.
But yes, like that fucking word. There's a few out there. You are gonna.
Sorry, excuse me.
He's dying.
But no,
It got me.
I used to read fantasy books, and I didn't hear anyone because no one ever says it. But
I'm so dying.
But you read it a lot. It's one of those things that's used much more in writing than ever said.
See, so I had like a really aggressive relationship with books. Like I would.
He used to rape them.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I would just fuck the shit out of
Very
every book I
sexual.
saw. Like, oh Jesus Christ, Hitchhiker's Guide Complete. Oh, just fucking like
What a good book.
Really good. But I also had a really healthy relationship with my mother that didn't involve rape. Just so you know. I feel like I
wasn't even going to make that connection.
Here's the best part. I felt like I needed to head that one off at the pass. Didn't need to head that one.
No.
Nobody was going to go there.
The best part is it won't be edited out.
It won't be edited out. It won't be edited out. But
all right, Oedipus, what were we saying?
I had a really healthy relationship with my mom, and so whenever I read a word I didn't understand, I turned to my mother, and she would answer it for me.
That's good.
And it always went really well for me. And I really wish that I could lead this into a story about how my mom gave me one wrong so I could go to school and fuck it up. But she never did. Yeah. So fuck you, Mom, for not making a mistake so that I could have a hilarious story.
So you can say
now.
macabre
This is
on
your
the
fault.
podcast?
This is your fault. You did this.
Yeah. So you can't say macabre on a podcast.
Macabre, god damn it.
I was reading it in my head.
The old dance macabre.
Which, by the way, also doesn't work in fantasy books, even though people use it all the time because it's a specific Earth reference.
I don't like the use of macabre in anything except Earth
references.
environments. Yeah,
but it's a very specific thing.
Here's the thing. I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is that I don't like it in anywhere except
it's a very specific thing. If you were to look it up, it says like there's these people and that's what they were named. And
yeah,
that's
okay.
what they do.
Or like Gothic. Like you don't use Gothic in a fantasy world because like that's
unless it's a
there were
big
no
titty
goths.
goth girlfriend.
Sure, that's universal language right there.
Big titty goth girlfriend.
I never had a big titty goth girlfriend, but I've had goth girlfriend.
Shout out to Grant though.
Yeah, shout out to Grant for that big titty goth girlfriend.
He's got a big titty goth. Yeah, he's got.
Yeah, go Grant.
Fiona.
Oh.
We love you, Fiona. Have a good day.
Titty goth. She definitely doesn't listen to this.
Fiona, I know you're not listening to this, which is why I feel okay saying you're a big titty goth girlfriend.
Yeah. No, in fact, that's a direct stealing from Grant. He said it first. I didn't.
Oh, I remember.
I didn't come up with it.
I remember. That's an important Facebook conversation for me.
Good for him. He's doing a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
He's so busy that I can't get him on the podcast. That's not really why I can't get him on the podcast. He just doesn't want to fucking do it.
But you can tell yourself that's why.
Yeah, no, for
you can
sure.
Just be like,
it's a good
he's just so busy.
Good excuse. Good excuse. All I can get is you two schlubs.
Well, it's because I'm willing to drive my ass out there to pick him up to drive my... So I literally drive over to his house.
So what you're saying is, if we have a show here with beer, and you're on too, okay,
and we drive him. Yeah, as long as if we're willing to give him a ride.
Is he not driving?
His car's in the shop.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's like 90% of the reason why I've only like gotten him on the show on like my channel once is because.
What's your channel's name again?
Lackluster Gaming. Lackluster. That's with
it's
a CH.
Scottish. It's Scottish pronunciation.
CH instead of a CK.
It's Scottish spelling.
Lackluster Gaming. Thank you very much for that plug.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, so
hey, do you have a podcast to plug? Oh no, you quit.
Oh right, God, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I quit to focus on finishing my education.
That's not me quit.
I'm like,
finishing your education or is it finishing your boyfriend's education?
No,
I'm graduating in like a month.
She quit.
Really busy.
She quit because the other person quit. The other person quit. And she didn't want to continue with that.
Yeah.
To be fair, person whose name I don't know, you suck.
She was too busy, and right now I'm too busy, so it was just like good timing.
Yeah, we would have figured it out though.
To be fair, that's why I don't start projects that I have to put effort into.
The research was like an extra day's worth of work to add on. So it was like 2 days a week. Like
a day. I know
you
you're
have
really,
to spend a lot of time like
really
researching.
Dude, even if it's 3 hours spread over 12, it's still a day. Like, just ask my boss with how little work I actually do.
Even if it's 25 minutes spread over 3 days, that's a day.
That's a day.
It is. It's true.
These copy pasted motherfuckers too. Like the longest thing that took him was to press copy paste print.
That's not
I've
true.
seen their notes.
Sure.
I've seen their notes. They're like, what does Wikipedia have to say? What's the first thing that comes up on Google search? All of that.
I rarely used Wikipedia. Okay, I just want to say
I prefer
that.
shit I don't have to research where I can just make it up. I'll lie. I'll lie through my fucking
I think they fucking did.
You think we lied on every story?
Yeah,
on every
definitely
story.
the meth one.
That was a personal story, dude. Like,
yeah, I think you made it up. I think you were on meth.
Are you?
I was on meth.
That's what happened.
Are you from Gresham Amphetamine originally?
No.
Oh, I did some college there.
Hey, you ever heard of Eastern Oregon? Was it Oregon?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Eastern Oregon?
Have you ever heard of Eastern Oregon?
Okay, it's someplace you've never heard there.
Sure.
Someplace that barely exists on a map.
Yes.
But it has tons of meth.
Like everywhere in
everywhere in Eastern Oregon.
And people got murdered.
You can't go to Eastern Oregon without accidentally stumbling over some meth.
Yeah,
someone got their hand like chopped off and thrown in a lake, and like a family
and also their whole head body.
When you ask for a cocktail in Eastern Oregon, you actually have to specify no meth. Please don't.
Meth free?
Can you just not put meth in it?
Very
can I get a cocktail? No ice.
Can I get a Mai Tai? As little ice as possible.
No ice.
That was pretty good. I know you're proud of that.
I saw
it in your face.
I am proud of that.
That's fucking wicked. Can I just get one of these?
Okay.
First David DeZac high five, by the way. All other clapping noises have been me and Emily.
Yeah, because you guys are garbage people.
We're fucking awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, just counterbalance it immediately.
Jerks.
Is that you like sweat from your hands that I keep like hitting?
Oh no, that's this.
Okay.
That's shit.
That's sweat from your hands and her ovaries.
Well, because she's just sitting here rubbing her ovaries the entire time, talking about how much she loves fucking Idaho.
Yeah. And Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart in Idaho. God, I feel really bad that I've shat all over mine and Anthony's relationship already.
Here's the thing: is
you've ruined the whole
you guys could probably
relationship.
sit together and mutually masturbate to a Jimmy Stewart movie, but you'd be watching it and she'll be turning away.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
She just wants to hear the voice, and you want them broad shoulders.
God, Jimmy Stewart, look at him.
He's
so tall.
He's so awesome,
and that's hot.
How tall is he?
He's not that tall. He's like 6'1". He's a big guy.
6'1" is what you're calling really tall.
In 53, I'd say yeah.
Hey, you know who was fucking doing work back then? Herman Munster. All right, what's up?
So here's the thing.
You got a thing for tall guys?
There are certain guys. I have a thing for lanky guys. So I'm gonna give you the list. I'll give you the list.
Okay.
Justin Myers.
So Cillian Murphy, I just
And by the way, tall lanky guys.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Herman Munster again.
It's fair. Not on the list.
Shout out my cousin Vinny.
So Cillian Murphy, I would
know who that is.
Just lose my goddamn mind over Cillian Murphy.
Why would I know who that is?
God, what? He's in like a million things.
Name one.
Who? Cillian Murphy?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Name one that I've seen.
28 Days Later. That's an easy one.
That's fucking Hawkeye.
No, it's not.
Oh no, that's 28 weeks later.
He was in
that's
Inception,
28 weeks.
wasn't he?
Huh?
He was in Inception.
Yeah, he was in Inception.
Robert Carlyle. Inception was such a shit movie.
It's a great movie. Fuck you. I'm not one of those people.
Garbage.
I'm not one of those people who's gonna like suck Nolan's dick and tell him he's amazing. But it was a good movie.
He's in a lot of Nolan movies.
Yeah, he is. He is in a lot.
Okay,
of
go
Nolan
on.
movies.
Next person.
Number 2 is Donald Gleason.
Yeah.
Donald Gleason.
Yeah.
I guess I got a thing for like Celtic and Scots. Like,
Oh,
I don't know who that is either.
Yeah. Donald Gleason is the son of Brandon Gleason. He was the...
I don't know who that is either.
He was the Nazi equivalent in Force Awakens.
New Star Wars.
He was the redheaded...
Oh, I didn't really like
He
it.
was Hutz. He was General Hutz.
Yeah,
He's a little shithead.
Oh, I love
no one in that movie was memorable. Go on.
he was for me.
Go on.
Ooh. God damn. In that like...
Daniel Craig was pretty good.
Literally without it, yeah. He was the
stormtrooper.
He was a stormtrooper who she said you will unlock my restraints and leave the room. That was Daniel Craig.
Wow.
He just wanted to be in Star Wars.
It was secrets.
That's it.
It was
he
secrets.
just wanted to be in Star Wars.
It was secret time.
That's all he cared about.
It was secret time.
I never would have known that.
Yeah.
That was great. Thank you.
Yep. Thank
all
you.
right. Fuck you, Idaho.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, Idaho.
I got a high five that time, son.
you don't have the... Jesus Christ.
Next guy.
I'm so glad
Next
I put you
tall
guys
man.
together for this podcast.
Next guy, obviously Jimmy Stewart.
Okay, yes.
Obviously Jimmy Stewart, because I
He's
feel
so
like it didn't
tall.
like
Because
clearly.
you're so aroused.
It's not that he's so
So
tall. It's just
tall.
that he's a really lanky, like tall-looking guy, and like the way he has
So is Steve Buscemi. All right.
dudes who kind of like overcompensate for their height by like kind of slouching their shoulders and like deliberately trying to force themselves down.
Wow.
There's something to be said about that shyness that I'm like, all right, I'm down with it. Yeah.
I don't like.
Okay, you don't have to answer this, but you ever hooked up with a guy?
Define hooked up.
Anything?
Yes.
Were you the? What? Was there any power imbalance? Were you a dom or sub? Were you top and bottom? Was it aggressive, unaggressive? Like which style were you on
You went
that?
full Stallone on me
I
there, and I
know.
didn't hear half the words you said.
I tried to slam a bunch because I don't want to peg you into one of these things.
But it sounds like-
I like it says peg you. That was great. No, what up? What up? Well,
I know. I get
Were
that.
you the aggressor? Were you the dominant in that situation, or were the less?
I have a hard time enjoying sexuality unless I am an aggressor.
Okay, cool. That's it. I don't want to get too much into
But
it.
that being
okay.
said, there was one guy who I met with my friend Ward. He introduced me to him. He was down from Long Beach, Washington, and he was a very cute man, but I was really nervous around him for some reason. I wasn't attracted to him, but I was really nervous. And so he was very, like, pushy.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
But,
it was
but
like...
not a creepy pushy, a good pushy.
No, it was creepy. But it was
that's a bummer.
but it was okay. Like, I was okay with it.
And he came at you with a Jimmy Stewart voice, though.
And then you melted. You're like, yeah.
I just melted. No, it was he was pretty aggressive in a way that I wasn't super into, but yeah,
Somehow it worked out.
it worked out okay.
I'm also
Okay.
the aggressor.
Yeah, there you
Yeah?
go.
Does anyone usually peg you as that?
Well, frequently I'll dress up as Mr.
Go fuck
Potter, and
yourself.
she'll dress up as
Me go
James
fuck
Stewart.
myself. Why don't you go? All right, on with your story.
No, that's it, that's it.
Other famous guys that you like.
Oh, obviously John Barrowman.
I don't know who that is.
You watch Doctor Who?
No,
Well,
not since
then-
Chris Eccleston.
That's fine. Eccleston,
Whatever.
but that's fine.
Not since Destro.
Well, he was into Chris Eccleston. He was Captain Jack Harkness.
I don't know who the fuck
John
that is.
Barrowman. He was the guy he met in The Empty Child. The one that's set in World War II.
Oh yeah, that
He
was
was
the
the
garbage episode.
Captain Jack Harkness. It's one of the best, but okay, fuck you. Kind of just quietly say fuck you and move on.
We're just throwing in a lot of fuck yous. Just every once in a
As
while.
many as we can manage.
I really wish he would have got the silver head on earlier as Destro
Who?
in G.I. Joe. Eccleston.
Eccleston. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that
You're
guy.
getting there.
And by the way, best chick in the history of Doctor Who's.
Is
Billy
Rose Tyler?
Billy
Piper.
Oh, yes.
God, I feel like I'm a fucking encyclopedia right now.
Oh,
Just giving
yes,
you all this
Billy
information
Piper.
for free. I'd say my favorite, in terms
boy.
of looks, I would say Karen Gillan with
No.
Matt Smith, followed by...
She's a cutie.
She is.
Followed by
Billy Piper.
I forget her name. Martha Jones, whose like actual name I can't remember, but Martha Jones,
Sure.
the black one. Just for those of you at home who don't
Throwing
know,
it out.
Yo, I
Martha
don't see
Jones.
color. We don't see color in this podcast.
she's a black woman.
We're all colorblind.
I mean, like what other distinguishing mark other than the fact that she was the only one who openly said, "You know what, doctor, I appreciate your offer, but I got shit to do, and you seem way tied up in your old shit, and I'm not about to do that. She was the only one who was like strong.
Yeah.
She was the only one who was flat out willing to be like, look, I'm obviously a rebound for you, and I'm not going to waste my fucking time.
I think they all had moments.
I respect that.
And then she joined UNIT and created a fucking career for herself, and then married Mickey, who was awesome and got treated like shit the whole time. Fuck that. No, fucking Martha Jones for the win. Martha
Bad
Jones
bitch.
For the win. Yeah, bad bitch. Everybody praises what's her name, Donna Noble. Fuck that. Martha Jones was the baddest bitch.
You guys go ahead and talk about this for a minute.
I don't know any of these people because I don't watch Doctor Who.
I don't watch Doctor Who.
Am I literally just talking to myself right now? Fuck me.
We were just gonna let you keep going.
I used to watch the old ones when I was a kid.
That being said, can I tie it back for a minute?
Yeah.
I'd be down with Eccleston.
Yeah.
He's got that look. He's got that nose. He's got that
He's
authority.
cute.
And he's got that Yorkshire accent. He's got the Yorkshire. He's got that Geordie. Yeah.
He ain't cute.
He's not cute.
I
He's
think maybe
hot.
you just have a thing for accents, is what it's
I
sounding.
Let me ask you this.
I totally
Let me ask you
fucking
this.
do. Oh
I
my
would
God.
put him in a similar.
No, because I like Neil Patrick Harris, and he does not have an accent.
Yeah,
please.
unless he wants to. He
Everyone
can do whatever
likes
the
him.
fuck he wants.
He can do whatever David.
He's
do
the most talented
whatever he
person on earth. Oh boy.
So.
Oh boy, and
Oh,
he is
dear.
apparently tall.
He's not
and
tall.
lanky.
He's not tall.
He's about 6'1".
He doesn't fall into.
He's
is
about
he?
6.
I thought he was like 5'9".
I don't know. Let me
Please
let me Google it.
Google it.
But he's lanky.
Ooh, also Peter Capaldi, the newest Doctor, the Scotsman.
Don't.
He's got that daddy look to him.
He's a
like
daddy.
he's a bit daddy. He's got that
Okay.
silver fox action. I'm like, all right. Oh, Anderson Cooper.
Oh my
Anderson
Oh,
Cooper.
no.
Fuck, the silverest fox.
No.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
pretty smooth.
Yes.
Yeah, slide right in.
I have a bigger list than I thought I did.
Oh man.
I have a bigger list than I thought I did.
My type
All right,
is
he's
the
6 foot
exact
tall.
opposite.
Really? No shit.
Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris, 6 foot.
Yep.
Which means that everybody on How I Met Your Mother had to have been like 6 foot. Fuck me.
Allison Hannigan is 5'5". She is so hot.
Jesus.
To this day.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
To this day.
I liked her well enough, at least a little bit in Buffy, but I lost it quick. Like, I don't.
Did you see her in Maxim?
I don't like.
Colby Smulders is 5'8".
I don't like.
Do you know who she's married to?
Who?
Kobe Smulders.
Oh, I know Allison Hannigan is married to. She's married to Wesley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Which I love. I love that. I love that he shows up as Sandy Rivers opposite Colby Smulders, which was awesome. Yeah.
Do you watch SNL at all?
No, I
Okay,
know.
so she's married to Terry Killam, who is a comedic actor, and she's way hotter than him. By the way, Zach left to the bathroom, and I would like to talk shit about him while he's gone, but I got nothing off the top of my head.
No, he's great. I gotta say, I am so hot. I had to unzip my pants. I don't know why I did it, but I had to unzip.
Sweaty ovaries, that's why.
Yeah, they're so sweaty, and my titties are so sweaty.
Yeah?
I got
So,
titty sweat.
There was a discussion the other day at this thing I was at, a barbecue, where it's like, because there were some chicks with big breasts and small breasts there, and it's like, I got big boobs, and these heat, you guys, girls don't know about, boob sweat. I'm like, I bet they do.
Everyone's got boob sweat. I'm not
sweat.
wearing a bra, so it's a little bit better right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because I just didn't feel.
Do you
the
wear a
need
bra
to.
often? I never.
You know what? I had this discussion with some friends a couple days ago who both
Yeah.
have huge boobs.
Yeah.
They were complaining about their boobs and wearing bras, and I was like, yeah, bras are so annoying. They're like, why the fuck do you wear a bra? And I do every day,
Yeah.
every single day, and I don't need them. I don't know why. So I've just like kind of stopped.
Well, so I used to date this girl.
I wear a
and
bra to stop from nipping.
she would sleep with
Yes.
the bra.
Yes.
Where a lot of girls aren't comfortable sleeping with bras. They want to take them off. She slept with them because it was more comfortable.
That's
And here's the thing.
sick.
Everyone's different. Whatever's comfortable. Do you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why would you want to
Does she-
sleep with wire like pushing into your body?
Fuck that.
Does that sound comfortable?
Fuck that.
It's not.
She's got huge titties.
Okay, that's different.
No, when they get like pinched and shit,
Huge.
like on.
You remember my ex.
With,
Probably not, maybe not.
I remember Sarah, right?
Well, I wasn't going to call her out on this podcast, but
Sorry.
It's
Well, I didn't
too
say
late.
a last name.
Who's gonna?
she's definitely not listening to this.
Okay, then you were.
But
fine.
no, she.
Why would you say that?
It was
David?
comfortable for her, so like, good for her. Do what you want. It was my point. If you want to wear a bra, just doesn't matter if you got small titties. If that's what you want to
Are
do.
you gonna kill that last one there? Yeah, the
Is
one
that it?
sitting
There's
right
only
next to
one
the box.
left?
There's one next to the box. Yeah, that's it.
Oh no! There's
Oh shit. Wait, you've had one?
She's got low blood pressure.
Okay, hold on. Let's count here because I've had 6.
I'm like not supposed to be drinking. My doctor is like, please
Have you
don't.
had 6?
I think
Does
so.
that mean I've had 5? I've definitely had more than 4.
I agreed to this show
You
like
probably had 5.
a couple
I've had
weeks
5.
ago
5.
when my blood pressure was better.
Maybe I had 4.
See, here's the thing. I'm what we in the industry call a fucking alcoholic.
Are you? Would you say you are? Legit?
Full blown.
No? Didn't think
Not at
so.
all.
Didn't think so.
I do have issues with being in social situations and not drinking. That is a problem for me. I have a hard time with that.
That self-medicating is
Same.
not alcoholism.
I wouldn't call that self-medicating.
It
I would
is.
just say-
It is because you're taking anxiety medication.
I would just say that's using alcohol as a crutch.
Social
Yeah.
lubricant. But it's the
Call
same.
that self-medicating.
It-
Self-medicating is
Why,
like when,
why do people take anti-anxiety medication? It's kind of the same thing as what
it's
I'm
not
saying.
for anxiety. It's just genuinely I've associated the two for so long that now I can't do one without the other.
Yeah, like I have
You
to
are
drink at
definitely
parties.
an
I have
alcoholic.
to.
Both of you. Fucking alcoholics.
One day, but not today.
One day I'll be an alcoholic.
See, if you
When
were
I grow
not an alcoholic like me, you can have your own beer
Do you wanna
podcast and it wouldn't be a big deal.
Do you want like an American Tail style musical number right now where you're talking about like one day I'll be an alcoholic? Please. Go ahead.
One day,
No.
Yeah, give it to us.
there are
Steven.
no cats in America, and the streets are paved with cheese.
I need more water. Jesus Christ. How do you not have
Fridge.
water up here in this hot?
Fridge.
Dying.
I can't. I've already
Oh, I
left to
don't-
go to the
I
bathroom
don't
and let
drink
you guys
water.
talk. That's horrible.
I don't drink water.
How are you alive?
Actually, I drink 2 big things a day at work.
I'm going to leave you, the consumer, to listen to these two talk while I go grab water.
All right, we're gonna talk shit about him again.
Please do.
In the fridge, Aquafina. I hope you don't shit on that like you do at Arrowhead.
I shit on everything.
He shits on everything. That's like how he marks his territory.
It just smears
How's
it
your
into-
titties doing? You okay?
They sweaty.
Yeah.
They sweaty. My entire torso.
My titties aren't.
is
My
like-
titties are bigger than yours.
I don't understand it. My tiny
Well, I
body
see.
is like.
Here's the thing. I'm fat. That's why. Oh, you don't understand the sweat. I thought you were talking about why my titties are bigger than
No,
yours.
I don't understand the sweat. Like, well, how you're not like dying.
Oh, I'm sweating, but I don't. My head's like glistening. I'm bald.
I wonder if I can't like
Armpits are
regulate
getting there.
heat because my body's so small. Like,
No. Well, also, if you've been trying to drink a lot of water lately,
yeah.
and your blood pressure is low because you don't have much sodium in your system. So if you don't have sodium in your system, something to hold the water in, you'll just sweat it straight out. That's why if you're ever like
More tips?
dehydrated,
That's what I'm hearing.
yes, if you're ever dehydrated, you should. That's why Gatorade has salt and shit in it because it helps your body retain it.
It's called creating a non-hypotonic or hypertonic solution.
What's going on with your hair right now?
Oh, it's pretty ridiculous.
I'm digging it. Yeah, I like it.
My hair's stupid.
It's like an artsy thing. Yeah.
Is artsy the
Yeah.
word? Is it not
Yeah.
piece of shit? Like just crappy fucking hair?
You got shitty Jack White hair right now.
Thank you. Oh my god, if I could just be defined as shitty Jack White.
Yeah.
Can I go on tour as shitty Jack White?
No, he's. I don't want to say anorexic. He's very small.
I'm not.
He's also got a weird face.
I'm the fattest.
No, I'm definitely bigger than you.
I'm
bigger than you.
thick boy.
I think.
How much do you weigh?
Right now, I don't know. Let me guess, 25.
Is this a weight off?
Yeah, 225, about the same.
Okay, but how tall are you?
5'9".
Me too. We're
about-
not the same size though. For some
Twins.
reason,
You're
maybe
twins.
maybe
I'm so a
Got a
lot
bigger belly?
of my weight is musculoskeletal. Like a lot of it. I have
I'll
a
beat you at arm wrestling. What's up?
You'll definitely beat me in arm wrestling because my elbow's fucked up right now.
Oh, okay. Left-handed still though.
Oh really? Okay. We're not gonna do a pissing contest here
That's
on.
literally
Not on
what
this
that
podcast.
was.
No, wait. Oh, that's a good show. A pissing contest.
Oh my god.
Literal
Pissing contest? I
Literal
don't-
pissing contest.
I don't
At
know
the
if I
end-
have the stomach for that.
You, not this show.
Not this show.
Future dated show. We drink all the beers. Jesus Christ, man.
Just shovel
Have
it
some
in.
self-control. Are you ashamed of yourself right now?
No.
Don't be.
Do you?
Embrace
Oh
it.
my god. I'm so bummed out I don't have the fucking streaming on right now. Because
This
that
would've been
would
a great
be
episode.
the best. Why didn't I at least Facebook Live this?
That
That's so
chip I threw
stupid.
right at your fucking eyeball. That would have been.
Oh yeah, no, you're just a jerk for that. This is funny. You're just a jerk. You're fucking mean. Is it
I ain't
like?
sorry.
Is it something that all people from Idaho are like? Is just mean?
Yes, fact.
Okay. Yeah. They're all white supremacists and fucking chip
Fact.
throwing,
Yep.
potato throwing.
Yeah, they just hurl potatoes at each other.
throwing. Did you know that before Idaho had all the potatoes, just north of here, Ridgefield,
Which means
was,
before they had all the Irish.
Ridgefield. No. Ridgefield was the
No.
no. It moved because Ridgefield was the potato capital of the world
Sure.
until they had a blight in the 70s, and that's when it moved into Idaho.
The more you know.
Yeah, just north of here, Ridgefield.
Knowing is half the battle.
Is it though?
G.I. Joe.
Is it though?
G.I. G.I. Joe.
Ridiculous statement. Knowing is half the battle. No, I think battling is half the battle.
I think anybody who's had to deal with government intel in the middle of a important combat situation can say with confidence, knowing is not half the battle, because
No.
you don't really know.
bullets are like most of the battle.
bullets are at least 80% of the battle.
I gotta have this. I have this relative who's a former Navy SEAL.
Uh-huh.
And he's coming to town soon. I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to do a podcast. God, I would love to, because he's got a bunch of good stories. Cool. Then he became Seattle Police Force. But do you remember the '90s when that movie Navy SEALs came out?
Loosely?
So they did a lot of crazy shit. Like Charlie Sheen was in the back of a Jeep and they're driving over a bridge and he grabs his duffel bag.
There's nothing more ridiculous than Charlie Sheen in the back of a Jeep. Go on.
Jumps out of the moving vehicle over the side of the bridge just to land in it. And so my relative, shout out Bud, was watching this. It's
Hey,
like,
bud.
He's like, yeah, this isn't that much of an exaggeration. Motherfuckers are crazy. If you're going to be a Navy SEAL or any sort of special forces, you're wacky. You're wacky.
You
gotta
have
go
to be
through
crazy,
buds.
basically.
You got to go through buds. People die every 7 years in buds.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Because what are
Go on.
you doing? What are you doing?
I might have a work call.
Oh boy, he's going to take it on air.
Yes.
I don't want to get fired. So
No,
yeah.
Do it.
I don't think you should be fired, but your fucking Jack White hair is killing me right now.
What? I can't see it because
I got from Wichita.
I got glare on the window. Like,
What's that movie
oh, do you
that
mean
they
this thing?
Yeah.
Is this thing?
specifically that?
We specifically like that.
It's a spit curl. Like, I don't know.
Did you just say spick curl?
Spit curl.
I'm sorry.
Spit
What's his
curl.
name? What's his name? That did La Bamba. Richie Valens.
Lou Diamond Phillips?
Lou Diamond Phillips. I fucking love Lou Diamond Phillips.
Mind you, he played Lou
And,
Diamond.
and by the way, spit curl not on my show, sir. Just because Lou Diamond Phillips had it doesn't mean you can call it that. I'll watch anything with Lou Diamond Phillips. Do you remember? It was early 2000s. The movie he did with Marky Mark.
Shit.
I love me some Marky Mark.
Oh, it was-
Excellent. Just called one of my stores.
Oh.
oh boy. All right,
there,
y'all,
it's gone. It's gone. You
Y'all
feel
just
better?
heard Zach get fired. That's weird.
That's everybody
weird.
just heard me get fired.
I'm gonna post this soon, and everyone's gonna hear it.
Can
That's
you
weird.
tile it? Zach gets
Can I
fired.
Cracking a
tile
beer.
what?
Cracking
Can
a
I
beer.
tile?
Zach gets fired.
Zach gets fired.
And unfortunately, I have to keep it on because if I
No,
don't
it's fine.
respond to an emergency call, I get fired.
Yeah. Anyway, Lou Diamond Phillips, Marky Mark, China.
Oh, that
Of
really...
WWE fame?
No. It was a hot chick who didn't have a career. She was just hot for a movie.
So not China.
What was the name of that movie? No.
That really terrible one where he has to like abduct that chick. And then,
Yes.
yeah, it's so bad.
What are you
It's
talking about?
the
so
worst shit I've ever
awesome.
seen.
If
It's so awesome.
you know, if Adam were here, he could tell me. I don't know what you're talking about.
So my
Don't look at him.
My boyfriend and all
Just-
his friends are like they're like really autistic with movies. Like you can say anything.
I
about
just wanted
any
you to
film
end on
ever.
they're really autistic.
Yeah.
They're a
I-
little autistic.
I believe you.
we at one point
explain
why
he wants
to go to Idaho. That was
The
not
big hit.
That was not a dig on
That was-
autistic
Big hit.
people.
that
That was a
was
dig on
really-
Idaho.
Hey, by the way-
that was a dig on Idaho.
By the way, I met him. Definitely autistic, and that's okay.
I bet
It's okay to be autistic.
their whole
It's-
friend group's like a little.
it is
autistic.
100% okay to be autistic. It's
And
not
he-
okay to be in Idaho.
And he is.
That's fair.
I'm not talking shit. He's definitely on the spectrum. He's definitely autistic.
so am I. I mean, like,
Yeah, but he's like
He's my little weirdo. What are you
I
gonna
don't
do?
know.
on the spectrum. He talks
Can
like
I-
Jimmy Stewart.
Can I meet this Jimmy Stewart talking
Oh my
motherfucker
God.
before you leave? Can we make that happen?
I did.
Can we work
I
together?
was gonna try not to talk shit
Don't
after I
play.
met him. I didn't want to meet him because I didn't want to talk shit about him. Now I feel guilty talking shit.
Don't
I
play
know.
this
That's
episode.
part of my.
That was
That's
my
part of.
hope.
Here's
That's
the
part of
goal.
my spiel.
Don't play this episode for him, and then I can meet him.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
that's the thing.
Anthony, you're a piece of shit, but I want to be your friend.
He's not a piece of shit.
He wants to go to Idaho. That's
Yeah.
a piece of shit.
No,
by
he's
any
a
definition.
dumbass.
Oh, fair.
He's not a piece of shit. He's a very kind, Israel-hating human being.
Sure.
He's Palestinian. He has to.
Does he
He
have
doesn't
to?
have to.
I feel like
doesn't
but
have
you know
to.
what? You know what? I feel like the sliver of human beings that are Palestinians who love Israel don't get a lot of love.
He is a
You
very.
know what?
he's
Shout out to all the Palestinians out there who love Israel. Good for you.
He's a very kind, Hamas-loving. I know. She's a 10 and he's a 4. It's weird, right?
No, it's no.
It's weird, right?
No.
The discrepancy is
I'd say she's an 8.5 and he's like a 6, but
she's at least a 9. He's definitely
biased.
below.
okay.
You're
I'm extremely rigid about 9s and 10s. I feel
She's
like 9s
No
definitely
and 10s
one
not.
gets a 9 and 10.
Nobody. Like 9s are reserved for just the most beautiful and ridiculous human beings.
No, that's
and
like
10s are
celebrities.
impossible.
That's like-
exactly.
yeah.
10s are impossible.
She's definitely a 9.
10s don't exist.
She's definitely a 9.
8.5.
He's
Which is don't get me wrong, a huge compliment by
he's
the way.
Thank
he's
you.
a
If you weren't sure about that.
he's
I'll
a
take it.
4.
No.
I'd say 7. He's got that crooked
Oh, he's definitely
nose.
not a 7. He's
I do
definitely not
like-
a 7.
I do like that crooked nose. He's
Hold
a
on a
crooked.
second.
It's endearing.
He's
He's a
definitely not a
7 for
7. If
some.
you say 5, there's wiggle room on a 5.
He's a 7 for some. I could see that crooked nose and that like curly hair and it's thick
If you
and
like
full.
beards,
I'd be into it.
if you like beards, we can talk about 6, but that's it.
I think he's a solid 7.
Oh my
Solid.
God, you do need to meet him. You definitely need to meet him.
Those are two different
you think
scales. Those are
you
two
think
different-
it goes
two different
down after you
scales.
meet him? You think it bumps it down?
Holy shit. This has gotten fucking savage.
He can never listen to this episode.
She's a 9 until she moves to Idaho, and then she's a solid fucking
3.
10 for Idaho.
She's an Idaho 10.
7, 6.5 to
Can
everyone else.
Can I just say right now that there needs to
6.5 to everyone else.
There needs to be a classification an Idaho 10.
Idaho. That's like when you say an LA 8. She's like an Idaho 10. You're an LA. You're an LA 7. You're an Idaho 10.5.
So for anybody here who's listening to me talking like this, coming from channels or shows where I am
Much more PC.
I'm a much more liberal person. This is just me immersing myself in the culture. I am not this much of a shithead. I swear to God.
he really.
Are we bad
He
influences?
really is.
You're the worst.
He really is much more PC and not. He's not one of these fucking sneaker males. You know sneaker males. He's PC because he's trying to do right. He's not sneaker mailing. He turns down pussy so much. I know it's weird. You know me. I look at him.
never turn down
I judge
pussy.
him all. I judge him all the time. I do, but like rarely. So like I judge. I don't.
What a slut.
When we talk girls, I have to come at it from not me, because me and him are so different. Like he's very like, yeah, sex is like tertiary.
I agree.
Where
Yeah.
me, it's secondary.
Yeah, to me, sex is
for
tertiary.
me, it's secondary, and by tertiary, I mean probably 6 down the line.
Primary and secondary should be comfort or intelligence, and then sex is tertiary.
And I put those in the same spot. But no, for me, it's secondary for sure. But him, it's like way down the line. It's like, well, she's got to like the right video games. I'm like, I can't. If we can't talk about video games, I
For
can't.
me, it's
I
like
can't sleep
movies.
with her.
Like they gotta moving your toes. Yeah. If you don't,
I
watch the right
I
shit.
have an extraordinarily broad spectrum of what I
You
consider
are
attractive.
You know what? You're right. You are autistic, but specifically sexually autistic.
Sure.
Socially, not at all. You are sexually autistic. That's the name of this episode.
Like the
That's
things
the name of this episode.
Dude,
Sexually autistic.
Okay, so if I'm being honest, what I find attractive is not what most people find attractive. I have a really weird.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like I look at people and I'm like, God damn, they're hot. And my friends are like, fucking what?
Why?
I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, no. See, that's not where it gets me because I find beauty in almost everyone. Right?
Can I get one of those 5s? Thank
Yeah,
you.
I find beauty in almost everyone. It doesn't mean I want to sleep with everyone, but I find beauty in almost everyone.
Sure.
As long as you're fucking nice, I'll find something.
Yeah.
But sexually, I am a little bit more non-restrictive than you. You are very like, I have to have point A, B, C, D before I will consider sex, and then we'll talk about it. And you know what? That's not bad.
That's me. I got
that's fine.
That's very
The whole
perfect
alphabet.
for you because that's very perfect for you because of what what you take from it and how you will deal with it down the road.
I'm romantic first, sexual second.
Me too.
So it's like I love.
You got so upset. You're like, I'm romantic.
Me too. Yeah, for sure.
I'm a very romantic person. I feel like there's nothing sexier than being wooed. Somebody who's really into you, but they don't want to they don't want to push it.
What's hotter than someone being into you?
So here's the thing, though. They can't be too into me when they're like just desperate and uncomfortable, and they like push really
if they're
hard.
throwing
And
it,
you're like,
if they're throwing it at everyone, that's weird.
So here's
You
the
want
thing.
like a slow burn.
So Derek, excuse me,
Derek's
David,
really into you.
Derek
Derek is so into you. And at first, Zach was like, "Oh, dude, too hard. You were coming on too hard." And then Derek was like, "All right, cool, whatever." And
Derek,
Zach was
baby.
like, "All right, we'll talk."
Derek,
What kind of video games do you like?
Derek, sweetie, I didn't say any of this. This is all bullshit.
What kind of video games do you like?
So here's the thing. You and I both developed a lot in the Rocky community. And there's a high tendency of some people in the Rocky community.
I think I flourished before that, but go ahead.
There's a lot of people who would just like walk up and like sit in your lap and shit like that.
Sure. You don't like
That's true.
aggressive without an introduction.
Oh, absolutely.
You like introduction. How are you? Who are you? Then aggressive.
No. I like who are you? How are you? 4-hour conversation about shit we enjoy. Something to prove that you're intelligent and exciting and interesting and have something to say.
Yeah,
and
that's
have
all
merit.
one party. I was going over 2 weeks.
And then I'll be like, all right, let's smooch a bit and see how it goes.
Oh no, I was talking about the comfortability with people being into you.
Yeah, no. I've had numerous people at Rocky parties come and sit in my lap and be like, "Want to fuck?" And I'm like,
No.
Not only no, but fuck you. I didn't give you permission to sit on my goddamn lap. I didn't give you permission to come on to me like this. I'm a human being. Talk to me. I don't know.
I get a little handsy when I'm drunk.
See,
Yeah.
I'm okay
Dude,
with
no, and she's got good hands. Let me
I'm
tell
okay
you.
with a little handsy as long as there's no expectation.
Her hands-
When they look at when they
Yeah.
treat me like I'm somebody who's just going to jump their bones because they
I'll
like.
do it to be like flirty, but then I'm
Her
not
hands-
like we're gonna fuck now.
I like sweetness.
Because I'll
I
take
like-
like
Zach, her hands are an Idaho 8 for sure.
See, I like play. But
yeah, like if I'm like drunk
Little
and
bit
I'm
of
like
ass play.
feeling you up at a party, then
actually, I'm not really good with ass play.
Yeah, no,
if
me
I'm being
either.
honest.
No,
yeah.
no.
Not that I'll say no.
no
If it's
comment.
I wasn't even gonna go there. You just shut up.
Not that
You
I'll say no, but it's
you
like
said
if somebody's way into it, I'll be like, all right.
Do you know how
I'll do
she
what I
could-
need to for you?
Do you know why
but-
she would never be into us? That. Okay. Move on.
Because you need that ass play.
Hey,
What?
we're done.
No,
We're
that's-
done. We're done.
You can't say
Next
we're
subject.
done.
I
Next
can't
subject.
elaborate.
Do you need to peg a motherfucker?
It does- no, hey,
Do you
not
need
our
to go-
business.
Do you
Not-
need to go
hey,
balls deep?
look,
Whole plastic
look,
balls deep?
Look at my face. Not our business.
Isn't it? I feel like you just made it our
let's
business.
talk about something else.
I don't need to, but if the other person needs
Hey,
it,
can we talk
I'm
about
not
thigh
opposed.
tattoos?
Good for you, good for
Can we
you.
talk about thigh tattoos now?
we're gonna shit talk Justine's thigh tattoos again.
Hers are pretty dope, though.
Did you say dope or
No.
dumb?
Dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, her Cheshire cat is
She's
like
gonna kill you.
one of those half abstract ones. It's pretty. This uses negative space. It's really
Yeah.
nice.
No, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, her former co-host shit on a bunch of thigh tattoos, and I was
And then we
like,
had to scrap a whole
my
episode.
wife has thigh tattoos. She's like, let me talk shit about my cousin. Scrap episode.
Okay.
You could have just edited it out.
Her cousin is never. You didn't ask me to do that.
Can I just
You
say?
said
Can I just say
let's
for a
not
moment?
post that, and
I
I said okay.
I feel like we need to roll this back for a second. Any guys who out there who like pegging, you're fine. You're fine. I don't.
sure.
Get
I
it.
don't. But there is nothing
Yeah.
wrong with
It's not gay.
If you like,
If you like being slammed by a chick, it's not gay.
no. Let's scratch that.
Well, no,
If you
she said gay.
If you like anything that doesn't hurt another human being, it is fucking chill.
Oh, honestly, yeah.
Anything you want to do that doesn't hurt anybody else and involves consent, fucking rocks. Good for you.
What if
Yes.
my dick hurts if I put it in someone's ass?
Are you both enjoying it?
No, but I'll do it for her.
That's
Still
something
okay?
you have to agree on.
Okay.
If you agree on it, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with everything he just said.
Consent
So I
is awesome.
I have a someone in my life that just entered into a relationship with someone who's far kinkier than this person. I'm being specifically vague.
Do I know who this is?
Thank you.
No. Okay. And he comes to me with a bunch of like questions and talking about it, and it's like, and I'm like, well, first and foremost, you got to be honest and fucking be upfront and set your limits, and you will. I think he's going to grow into it because it's not something he's into, but he's intrigued by it.
But he's gonna be into it.
All right, but like, and the person who he's with was like, I don't think you're into this, so I'm gonna pull back. And I told him like, cool, that's fine. And then do it at your own pace. Mm-hmm. Good for you.
Set boundaries, communicate, and be honest.
Yeah.
And I think if you're into that other person enough, you should be willing to try things with them.
Right there.
Like, at least once, honestly. I mean, if it's
Most
totally
things.
a no, you can say no.
Yeah.
But you should be willing to try
Some people
stuff.
have hard limits. I definitely do.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
I'm not I like if somebody tries to pull infantilism on me, I draw a fucking hard line. Like if somebody starts doing
it's not me.
baby talk, not gonna
me.
fucking do it.
But-
out.
But if y'all are into it over there,
But like, let's say
none of
they're-
my business.
But let's say they're into daddy-daughter play. I'm not gonna say out and out no, but I'm also not gonna be like excited about it. I'll be like, sure, whatever, I'm down.
Yeah, I can't get into it. But I'm also really upfront with, I'm into this and this and this. I will do this. I can draw a hard line and be okay with it. And if a girl says, all right, well, if you're not into this, we can't do whatever. Okay.
Do you know what I love?
That's fine.
Do you know what I love? Somebody else enjoying something.
Yeah.
And if honestly, even with like infantilism, if they react well enough and we are deeply enough in love, I'm like, fuck it, whatever, I'll do it. It's fine. And I'll even find a way to enjoy it, because there's nothing worse than being in a relationship with somebody who doesn't enjoy your shit. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But I'm also okay with walking away. Like,
yeah.
that's also an option.
I think that's why you have to be upfront about what you're into in the beginning of the relationship, and not like wait until you're way deep in and then be like, by the way, I'm into some
How
freaky
deep in?
shit.
Wait, how deep in? Like 9 inches?
It's
8?
pretty fucking deep to call it.
7? 10? 10?
I feel like that's a little far to be like, okay, now. Like, I feel like at inch 6, you got to be like, hold on, at least for a minute, let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk.
Like,
Okay.
Oh, you're laughing and not answering. I feel like you're milking this.
I feel like
All right.
David
New
is asking.
subject.
David is asking what we call probing questions.
Yes.
And let's take
shit.
the full double meaning there, and let's just
Just spit
embrace
into
it.
the
Yes,
Let's just
we
embrace the double meaning.
mean both question aspect and aliens. Are you
Sure.
are you into aliens?
Yes.
Okay. What was the
That's
name of
a
that? What was the
hard
name of
yes.
that lake? The Navy lake.
Ponderay
Ponderay.
in Idaho. It's the
They definitely have aliens there
largest naval base in the country,
In
in
Idaho.
landlocked Idaho.
in Idaho.
So
in the
when
whole country.
when I said 8 earlier, can I drop that down a couple of steps? Sorry, I have like don't get me wrong, I am 110% certain that there are aliens in this universe. Anybody who is convinced that there's no alien life in this universe is an idiot. What I do not believe is that they have had anything to do with our shit. Because if they did,
what I do not believe is they have had anal sex with anyone on this planet.
correct. Affirmed, 100%.
You don't know that for sure.
I genuinely believe with 100% confidence. And I can't
99% confidence.
I can't say for sure. 99% confidence.
Yeah.
If
99.9 repeating.
if aliens had any interaction with us, they would be like,
Probably
oh,
won't be through the anus.
oh fuck this, I'm out.
Wait,
Maybe
that's
they
what they
came
said.
and they just did.
Fuck this. Gadoosh. Right in the anus.
Oh, and then he get douched. And it ruined
I didn't.
the whole thing.
I didn't.
I agree. If they were ever here, they probably left because we're stupid as fuck. They're like, not worth our time.
Is this the drunkest I've been on this podcast?
No, you were far drunker in ours.
It was a good one.
To the
wasn't
point
it?
where you were slurring. Like it was wicked.
What did you guys drink?
Sometimes I slur after the first beer.
Zoigl House Pilsner.
Yeah, but then I had a pineapple.
Yeah. Well, and keep in mind, we drank before. We went down to the
He
bar.
was like,
Gamed, okay.
well, there was the very first episode of this, and he was like, let's drink before we drink.
Oh my
Because
God.
I'm uncomfortable.
so here's
was
the
that
thing.
your first podcast ever?
No. So here's the thing I need to
Okay, so then,
clarify.
I don't know.
I have had 6, possibly 7 of these
Holy
drinks.
shit.
And I am only just now getting to the point where I'm like, oh, I'll be a little weird.
Okay.
All right, maybe he is fatter than me.
So here's the thing. It's not even that I'm a fatter. I just drink a lot. Like my friends.
Maybe he is
And
alcoholic.
he thinks he's the alcoholic.
So some of my friends convince me to drink a lot more than I should, and so I get better at drinking, and so I am able to handle a little.
For me, it has nothing to do with how often I drink or how much. It has to do with how much I eat. And the cleaner I eat, the drunker I get.
So my friend Derek, we go to Sweet Science Boxing.
Derek, the one that you... Never
I'm
mind.
not going to say out and out that we've had horribly aggressive anal sex.
Yeah.
So I'll just leave that
That's
open.
not what we're saying on
I'll
the
just leave that
podcast
open.
at all.
Yeah.
We're not saying that.
Derek and I didn't
specifically.
necessarily pound each other into oblivion, but
Necessarily.
You and Derek didn't necessarily take turns on each other.
Yeah.
But the rest of the story is.
We didn't exactly run a 2-man train, but you know,
that's the kind of horrible shit I'm talking about.
So he and I, we'd like to go to Sweet Science Boxing. Sweet Science Boxing, that's off of Denver, and it's just in the Kenton area. Amazing boxing area, especially if you're LGBT or a woman or anything like that, and you want some really cool boxing
Because Zach
environment.
likes to hit women.
Some cool.
Question mark.
I'm gonna say it's not because I like to hit women, but it's an important perk.
Oh my god.
No. So to clarify.
Let me stop you there. And I gotta be, and this is 100% honest, because I can't see it. Have you ever sparred with a gal? Because I have a hard time seeing you even sparring.
Not yet. I'm okay with it though.
Sure.
Okay, so Derek is
because I
seeing-
know that I bet you there are women at this fucking gym that could fuck him
So
up.
here's the thing.
Guaranteed.
Derek is seeing a
There's
woman.
some badass women boxers out there.
Derek is seeing a woman by the name of Brittany.
Oh.
And can I just
Let's just call her out.
the only definition, the only explanation I can give is, mwah,
She's Italian.
mwah, like
She's
just-
Italian with the tight
Jesus.
asshole.
She
is that
is-
what that means?
She is
Yes.
crazy. I watched her fight another woman,
Right.
and it was just such a horrible
She's
mismatch.
slick.
Like
She's
she
slick.
ruined her shit.
She not get hit.
She's got moves. She has body control. She
Footwork.
knows like head to body or head to foot, everything. She could whoop my ass if she wanted to. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
So
do
this
it,
excuses
please.
the name.
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine.
Okay.
Dude, I'm telling you, there are professional women combat fighters that like. I'm a big guy. 135 pounder could fuck me up.
They can take you
Oh,
down.
seriously.
Dude, she's
Whoop my ass.
she's just about my height, probably significantly
levels to
lower
this
than my
game.
weight. Ruin my shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brittany's a chill motherfucker. Derek, amazing. He's been boxing for something like 2.5 years. He's way better than me. He's the one who got me into it. The reason I bring it up, Jesus Christ, this got way off the rails,
I'm good at that.
is because every time we go boxing on Tuesdays,
They fuck
Down-
each other afterwards. Him and Derek.
well,
and she watches.
After that,
Yes.
down at the Kenton Street Pub,
Gotta shut up. I really do.
down to the Kenton Street Pub, they have happy hour where it's like $3 for amazingly potent microbrews.
Gross.
And we have a bunch of drinks. And then often we'll go back to Derek's house and have even more drinks.
Nice.
So Derek has a tendency to get me drinking heavily
On a work night?
on every night,
Yeah.
regardless of what's going on. I'll be
I
like,
need to
hey,
start
Zach,
boxing.
Hey, Zach, have you considered drinking heavily? And I'm like, oh, shit, you know what? I have not considered drinking. But now,
I need to.
but now that you've said it out
That
loud,
makes sense.
now
You're
that
speaking my
you've said it
language.
out loud.
Yeah. It
So-
wasn't because I got punched in the head a few
Yeah.
times.
But no, he's the greatest, and
Yeah.
Sweet Science Boxing, strongly recommend it. Super cool people, super
Shout out.
open, and it's total shout out. Like,
out.
if I can plug the shit out of Sweet Science Boxing, LG,
Yeah, he plugged that shit.
LG, I know you're not listening because you
No.
would never listen to something that was supposed to be me because she does not like me at all. But she's the leader of the gym and fucking amazing.
Why
and
doesn't she like you?
She
She's
heavily
too mouthy?
She heavily supports queer and female people.
Yeah,
and
but we all do.
Well, anybody in Portland, like, guys, boxing, it's something that you kind of feel is a very masculine thing.
That's true.
LG does everything she can to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Strongly
Good.
recommend.
Good.
Why doesn't she like you?
Oh, because I'm an asshole? No, she just...
Hey, you know the things that you don't like about me? Zach has those too.
All those things.
Yeah, Zach
I'm
has
just-
those too.
I'm just
He's
a
just not
very-
as comfortable with you to be such an asshole to you
I'm
yet.
just a very white, normal person, a normal white man, and she's been in an industry that's very boys club kind of thing, so it's
Yeah.
understandable she'd be like, but then again, Derek, he's got that big, long, crooked nose, and he's got that, like, receding hairline, he's got that daddy look to him,
Right.
and so he's kind of a little too hot to argue with. Derek, I love you so much. Just give me your...
He can't wait to fucking
get this.
get pounded by you again. Very
can't wait
soon.
to.
Dude, I love-
Next
okay.
time, next time you get him blackout drunk.
So Derek and I just recorded Derek Souls, which is where we play Dark Souls and Souls Bloodborne, the series made by From
Yeah, I'm
Software.
gonna piss. You guys go ahead.
So basically, there's a series called Dark Souls. I'm sure you're familiar. Or at least
No.
you
No.
don't play video games
No, I
at
don't play
all.
any games.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
mm-mm.
Well, anyway,
I'm like a 4 now to you.
no, it's fine. You're good. You're still rocking that 8. So anyway, there's Dark Souls, and Derek obviously gets to play Derek Souls. But whatever, that's not even a little bit important. The point being that he and I just recently started playing, and so I'm about to post my first video of him and me
Yes.
playing. So I'm very excited about it. Also, Derek is just the sweetest. Just,
Do you have a picture of Derek? I feel like I need to
shit.
see.
you know
You're
what?
sitting on your phone.
Am I sitting? I'm
Yeah.
sitting. Oh, that's my work phone. I can't like.
Oh shit.
What am I supposed to do with a work phone?
You don't have pictures of Derek on your work phone?
Jesus, no. If only. God.
I would.
Oh, man.
You
probably
know what?
would. Let's be honest.
I have one of him on my phone, so don't worry.
You're already there. You're already into the Derek persona.
I've just been pretending like I don't know who Derek is. I'm very aware.
I am literally like fumbling awkwardly at my phone area and just like trying to find. Holy shit! I've got a bunch of like texts and fucking like 9 fucking like notifications.
No one texts me during the day, and then as soon as I do a podcast, everyone.
The moment you do anything,
I'm like, why? I'm not gonna text you back.
Any amount of recording instantly means that everybody in the entire world needs to talk to you right the fuck now.
Yeah, it's like a rule.
So Derek is just a marvelous human being, but what I find most appealing is that he's such a good boxer, and he's so willing to just like help me out while I try to learn how to box.
That's gotta be like a steep learning curve.
So I'm back now. Is he still verbally jacking off Derek?
I am not only jacking him off, I'm doing so much more. So this is a simple view of him. Just like something. He's so sweet with that big daddy nose and all that
We're
shit.
into bonus time now because we ran out of our 12-pack of Wicked.
We did.
I went to the cooler that's been sitting there for 3 days, and I
shit.
got some Banquet and a Angry Orchard.
He's cute. He's cute as shit.
Yeah, he's adorable. That little hat, those glasses.
Oh yeah, no, and
I get it.
he's a vegan and a damn good cook. Like he'll be like, "Hey, I'm a vegan, but you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna make you cook special shit for me. Do you know what I will do? Cook the shit out of some special shit for you."
Guys who can cook, that adds points. That adds a lot of points.
Right here.
There's nothing wrong with
Zach is a cook, by the way. He loves cooking.
There's nothing wrong with being vegan. I think that you can be completely healthy being vegan. I think a lot of people are not healthy being vegan.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people use it as a justification for anorexia.
But I think a lot of people are not being healthy. I was going the other way.
I'm sorry if that's offensive to some people, but I've met people who specifically told me that they use it as a justification.
But I think there's a lot of
unhealthy
people
behavior.
on the other side of it that weigh
Fucking
more than
Derek.
they should because they don't eat right.
Derek is probably the best example I can think of a vegan, because he's like one of those people who he will never, ever, ever make you feel bad about eating meat. He will happily watch you and enjoy like your company while you enjoy it, whatever. And
So what you're saying, he's a good person and not a horrible...
he's a good fucking person.
Well, you know what I found recently? You know that joke?
Mm.
How can you tell the vegan in the room?
Yeah.
Don't worry, they'll tell you.
Sure.
How can you tell the person on keto in the room? Don't worry, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
It works both ways. People get excited about their diets, and that's fine. Just the difference is between someone who is excited about their diet and a jerk is don't look down on other people when they have other diets.
Derek almost convinced me.
Sure, go.
Not just convinced me, he's gotten close to actually genuinely getting me to quit.
Why don't you try it for a month?
I did. I actually, I was vegetarian for 4 months, and it wasn't right for me.
No.
And then I tried again for about 3
everyone.
months. Wasn't right for me. Then I tried for a month. Wasn't right for me.
Well, it's like I tried the carnivore for a month. It wasn't good for me. I enjoyed it. I liked all the food. But at the end of the day, I just didn't feel like I was getting everything I needed.
So here's the thing. Derek and I do, like, he hosts a lot of, like, fight nights. You should come to one of those.
Definitely.
Is he gonna cook?
I've invited, he always makes, like, the most amazing vegan chili. With, like, he uses okra as a thickener, so it's got this, like, amazing, like, southern taste to it. It's always like a little spicy, like it's a little too spicy, and you're like, right there.
I think that you need to put a ring on it.
I
Honestly.
kind of want to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Like,
He needs to put a brown ring on it.
how dare
Oh
you?
my god.
No?
Rude.
Is that too much?
Rude.
Is that too much?
You crossed the line.
Did I, though?
But anyway, next time he does a fight night, I've asked you to come like 3 or 4 times.
Well, you've asked me like the day before when I was already doing shit.
yeah. Well, anyway,
It's kind of like...
you don't make priority for...
It's kind of like today I feel like shit because an hour before we were supposed to do this, my mom's like, I'm going to get LASIK. Can you come drive me and hang out with me? And I'm like... This is the day of I got stuff. I feel
fair.
so
That's
bad.
fair. That's
and
fair.
she told me like, don't feel bad. I know I last minuted you because I've told her plenty of times don't last minute me. I was like, I can try to find you someone, whatever.
I'm always going to last minute. I'm going to be like, hey, Derek
I don't
fight
last
night.
minute.
Come.
I don't last minute. Yeah, you gotta
unless
you
you're
gotta
very free. Like you're like, fuck, I am doing nothing.
No, because then I'm drinking. I've drank. If I'm free all day,
Well, come drink
I've drank.
with us.
I really like day drinking. Day drinking is better than sex.
I revile day drinking.
Day
it's my
drinking makes you feel like a piece of shit. I'm
It
sorry.
does.
Are you
It's so
joking?
gross.
Yeah, I'm like
You don't
I
day drink like I
every
drink.
time I regret it.
You don't day drink like I. You probably get drunk by noon. That's not how you day drink.
You day drink like slowly all day. Is that what you do?
Slowly.
Yeah, I
all
can't
day.
manage that. I can't manage that shit.
You guys need to come day drink with me. I'll tell you how to day drink, and you will get drunk by about 10 p.m.
I'm like stuck to the chair.
Ovaries? Is it your ovaries?
Yeah, my ovaries. They're
Stuck.
fused to
If
the
you
chair.
stood up, you would just get suction cupped out of yourself.
I also have to pee like so bad.
Okay, you can have next tease. You
'Cause-
took first.
I have to pee because I pounded like
Should we-
6
should-
bottles of water for I came
Should we
here.
shut this episode down? It's
Yeah,
kind of ran
after
its
he
course.
comes back, yeah.
It's kind of run its course.
How
We'll let
long
him
has
come
it been
back-
going? It feels like 100 years. Is
100 years?
it 2 hours?
Yes.
Yeah, it's def 2 hours.
You know, I've only done 2 hours on this podcast twice. Both times
Well,
here.
but
Let's talk
but
about
you-
Israel real quick.
Real quick. Okay.
Have you heard anything recent about them?
I haven't, no.
Yeah, well, I have.
What have you
They
heard?
fucking shoot motherfuckers.
Israel?
Yeah.
They're shooting everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're
Oh,
doing
what's
before.
that? You got a peaceful protest? Oh, you're a fucking journalist. By the way, when people say that like so and so journalist got shot, usually I'm like, yeah, but they were probably like the sun and trying to get like I don't feel like they're like journalists that are just in the trenches. I feel like they're journalists provoking shit.
Yeah,
And I might be wrong.
I also
Where did we
usually
end
feel
up?
like
I think that.
We're gonna shut the podcast down. We're waiting for you to come back and plug your shit because we're talking about Israel.
Oh Jesus!
We're
Plug
talking
it.
about Israel. Where you
As
go.
soon as you leave, it goes like
How
really...
shit got weird.
How do you feel about Israel? How do you feel about him moving the president moving the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem? Do you have any?
Well, I would say there's nothing wrong with moving to Jerusalem since historically it was kind of a politically open environment wherein people were allowed to be present despite the fact that,
Sure.
despite their religiously and historically
Some pe-
tumultuous environments.
Some people feel that it is symbolically accepting that Israel owns Jerusalem, and I think that's kind of horseshit.
Well, that's absurd because, again, as I said before, Jerusalem has historically been an environment of neutrality. It was
Yeah, I didn't mind that move. I think that like as
Jesus Christ, I don't want to talk about this. Gross! Gross!
it's kind of like when
Oh.
Trump took a call from
No, even worse. You just
God.
mentioned Trump. Don't do it.
who's the other China?
I thought we could get through a
Who's
whole
the other
episode.
China? who's
Are
the other-
you Jesus? Did you
Who's
just
the
say
other
the
China?
other China? Are you talking about Hong Kong? The other?
Yeah, the island.
Yeah, Hong Kong. Jesus fucking Christ!
No.
I would love to not talk about
No,
this.
Hong
It's
Kong
Hong
is
Kong.
part of China.
No, it's not. Okay. Hong Kong is an entirely separate environment that is now a part of
It
China
used to
only
be.
because it used to be.
It used to be British.
Now it's called.
They gave it back. They rented it.
It's called two
They
countries,
leased it.
one system,
Yes,
or two systems, one country. Excuse me.
the
I would-
two-country system.
I
but
would
anyway,
give-
he took a. I'm talking about
It's Hong
Taiwan.
Kong. I would
I'm talking
give-
about Taiwan. Taiwan. Is
Oh
one.
Jesus, that's not even comparable. Oh fuck, I thought you were talking about Hong Kong, and now I'm even more upset because you imply that it's the other China. Chinese Taipei is not the same thing as Taiwan, and I'm so upset that you just said that. Oh fuck, no politics.
You got him so worked up.
He took
No
a phone
politics,
call.
please.
He took a phone call from Taiwan, and that's generally disregarded. And I'm like, whatever.
Do not equate Taiwan and China. I have friends from Taiwan. Do not equate Taiwan
Yeah,
and
Taiwan
China.
doesn't think they're part of China. China thinks Taiwan is part of China.
Yep, and unfortunately, the smaller country loses in that equation, and it's fucked up. And
Yes.
we are not talking about that right now.
I'm just saying, I don't care that he took a call from that president.
I am not going to be the white.
I don't
American.
I don't like symbolism. I think symbolic show.
I'm not going to
Symbolic.
talk. I'm not going to be the white straight
Will you plug-
American
will
who
you plug
talks
your show?
shit about.
Plug your show.
Please, sure. So anybody who's interested in checking out some fun goofs.
By the way,
of-
I want to go to Taiwan. It looks like a fucking dope country.
if that's,
It looks so
do you mean
rad.
Thailand?
Taiwan
Okay. If
looks fucking dope.
Thailand looks cooler though.
Thailand does look cool.
Thailand
though,
looks
too.
cooler. But
I was listening to a podcast recently where a guy was talking about like if you go to Taiwan, don't try to speak Taiwanese. Speak
so
Thai English.
Thai English. So here's an interesting side note.
Airport.
The difference between say Taiwan and Thailand, completely everything.
not
and
even
you've
close.
There's no equivalency.
That's like
there.
Mexico and Venezuela. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both brownish.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, those are not
we were doing
close.
so well. We were
Those are
doing
not
so well
close.
as a community.
You shouldn't have had that.
Were
second
we, though?
place.
I shouldn't
I
have
don't feel
gone to
like-
I shouldn't have gone to the bathroom. If I hadn't
I
gone to
don't
the
feel like
bathroom,
I'm
we
ever
would have
doing
been
well.
fine.
I don't feel like I'm ever doing well.
So, if anybody wants to watch a handful of chaps play some video games and make some
Don't say chaps.
stupid, weird ass
Take
goofs.
it back. Start over again. Don't say chaps.
If anybody wants to watch a bunch of lads play,
I was gonna say lads.
Thank you.
Don't say-
Another high five,
Fellas?
If anybody wants to watch a bunch of
Nerds.
idiots, if anyone wants a bunch of idiots
Nerds.
play video games,
Idiots. I'll take idiots.
if you want to watch a bunch of idiots play video games
And talk
badly,
shit.
go to Lackluster Gaming. That's LACH, not K. Gaming, Lackluster Gaming. You can figure it out. You're not drunk. I am.
Lackluster Gaming on YouTube. Just type it into the search bar.
It'll come up. We've got Pokemon. We've got Amnesia: The Dark Descent. We've got.
I don't like the way you say Pokemon.
Pokemon. We got Dark Souls.
I don't like the way he says it.
It's
it
such
sounds
fun
like
shit.
it sounds like food. Poke.
Yeah, this is getting louder and less clear.
He's getting louder.
I'm
I'm getting less clear.
I would love anybody to go ahead and give that subscription button just the gentlest smooch and give that like button the lightest of licks.
All right, 6 listeners.
Little kiss.
Go
Oh.
subscribe. You don't have to watch it. Just hit the button.
If all 6 of you could just lick that like button and smooch that subscribe, I would love it.
No, don't.
Just like it.
You're so gross. So,
Really ASMR.
and you are going to start a podcast when you move to Idaho, and we're going to host it on my site.
You know what? Next time I come to Idaho, I'm still.
Why
not
would
gonna,
you
I'm
ever
still
go
not
there?
Gonna go to your podcast.
Why would
I'm
you ever
still
go
not-
there?
I'm still not going to be a.
You're gonna start
person
one
on
up
your
there.
podcast. Not gonna.
I would be the only
look at my
reason you would
face.
come to Idahapo.
Hey, that is exactly it.
Yeah.
No, like Katrina is the only reason I would ever go to LA right now.
I would love to go to LA for many reasons.
I would only go there for Katrina. I'd be like, "Hey, Katrina, how's it going?" She'd be like, "I gotta go to work," and I'd be like, "All right, I'll fuck around for 8 hours."
I'll try to write you a script while you're out.
Exactly.
Try to help.
I would never go to LA. It sounds awful.
Same.
It sounds
Same.
like the worst place on earth.
I love you, Katrina, but I'm not
would
going
move
to
there if
I'm not
I-
going to
It's
fucking
like
LA.
LA, Florida, Texas. These are places I won't go.
God, that is
Yeah.
the biggest.
I don't ever
five
wanna
for
go
you.
to-
Thank you.
I'm
You
afraid of all
guys
those
are
places.
So gay. I would. I don't want to go to Florida.
Can we be gay together?
Yeah,
Will
we can.
Anthony be okay with us being like super gay?
Yeah.
he-
Yeah.
Give me your goddamn hand.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
You guys can both.
He's a little gay. Anthony's a little gay.
No, he's not.
Nice.
Not at all. Not at all.
Can I see that picture again? Can I see that? Can I get an
All right,
Can I get an eyeful?
And we're shutting off there. A match is made. Keep drinking. I don't know.
Keep drinking.
You don't have
drinking.
like a catchphrase
I should
for
though.
this?
I should keep drinking.
See, Law and I.
Is keep drinking a good
No.
sign off?
Maybe it sounds like
Keep
it's,
cracking.
it's
Keep cracking.
advocating for
Keep
alcoholism.
cracking is
Keep cracking
crack on.
because it's cracking a beer.
Crack on. I like crack on.
Keep cracking.